Yo, Will Baron, welcome to the stream. Don't tell anyone. Shh. Or do, I can't stop you. You here for these bonus Somnium streams? I just really want to finish this game, it turns out. I'm really invested in this story and I want to see how it ends. So here we are. And I keep being awake at a normal ass time, like a normal ass human being nowadays, so I figure, hey, why not? Started early, got on to play solitaire and figured I may have pulled a secret stream. Oh wow! So you're like, wow, Eskay's almost. Oh, well, that's kind of you. Well, thank you for coming by. You don't have to apologize for being early. I'm just always surprised when people show up before I do the thing. It's rather encouraging. I'm glad that folks like it enough to come out and vibe. And it's what we do here mostly. It's all about the vibe. That, and I don't have enough coffee right now, and I'm a little sad about that. Also, it really seems like we're, like, one route away from whatever the endings are here. Like, it feels like we've got this last branching point, and then maybe the other two endings will unlock. Who knows? But it feels like we are, like, one or two streams away from the end of this game, and I really want to see the end. And then we'll... Yo, EV, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Really cool. Yeah, I now that I know how the game has been branching and stuff, it feels like this is the last point it could be branching at. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is a lot of gameplay hidden past the two locked endings, but I don't think so. So we'll see. We'll see. Of course, by doing this, I'm preempting my own YouTube uploads again, but you know what? Whatever. More sip of coffee. Alright, I don't know about you, but my clock says noon, so let's get this started. It's all content, it's not going anywhere. Yeah, but always like the first couple hours after we upload something are usually its best point for people watching it, so I tend not to do stuff like this for that reason. But then again, I usually don't get distracted by fun games like this, so I mean, I guess that's just how it goes. All right. So, that was probably the most satisfying ending. Like that if there's going to be no golden ending, that is the ending I feel very content with. I'm pretty sure, but all right. So this time, another secret stream. Hi, Henri. Yeah, shh, it's secret. It's secret because I'm taking viewers away from my own material by doing it. That's why it's secret. But it's fine. I really just want to get to the end of this game because I feel like we're so damn close. Hard to imagine they top that ending. Yeah, like it's still not a great ending. Like obviously Iris is still not okay. But like the ending with Date and Aiba and Mizuki all being a family together, like I find it hard to imagine what would be a better ending than that. Anyway, Oda. Okay, so first things first. We're going to slip on the icy floor.
The ice on the...
Let's see. Was it jump or was it slide? I feel like it was jump, right?
The orthodox method.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now, last time we did this, we distracted Oda with the barrel. This time we're not doing that. Escort him to the red shelf or the green shelf. Okay, so we're going to escort him over to this shelf. So last time we did it with... plate? What do these do?
A plate attached to the shelf. The cold has frosted over it.
Ooh. Let me drop a save right here just in case, so I don't have to run all the way back here. Time for Ota superhero shenanigans again? Yeah, that's about where we're at.
A plate.
So how can we... Let's try... Let's try wiping this off. See if that helps.
I rubbed it vigorously, but nothing happened. But looking closely, there is something.
Okay.
A plate attached to the shelf.
Agent Date,
What if we tried
about 4 minutes.
punching this?
Yeah!
No?
Nothing is happening.
I was only using 92% of
Oh,
my
good to know.
power.
Good to know.
It's basically 100%.
That is basically 100%.
A plate.
Alright, let's try breathing on, see if that does it.
But then, something strange happened.
What's happening?
Okay, I guess that was the answer?
Oh, that's bright.
What is this?
A set, you bet. Right, with his fucking mother's kitchen knife.
Tazza! If this was another, I would have died already. Next time, he will get me.
Huh. The Oakland base,
Destiny.
right? The Oakland Athletics? Really? That's what it get. They does have the same stylized day, doesn't it? I have no idea what to make of this at all.
No! I will fight destiny and win!
So he says.
I'm the one who has to help him.
We have to make Hero of Justice Ota fight back and look cool doing it.
I have a feeling these Somnium scans aren't as useful as we think they are. We keep filling them in with
You have
what
3 minutes, Dante.
with what person doing it expects them to see.
A wooden box.
Let's try investigating this first. What should we do with it?
Only a wooden box.
See.
Either that or the Pandora's box from Mars.
Love how Oda just sits on the floor and vibrates while silently screaming, right?
Doubt it.
Alright, well, that didn't help us
a
much.
wooden box.
Start breaking it. Impressive.
Even with my spinning Iba kick, I couldn't do it.
Alright.
The amazing Iba kick doesn't do it either.
Does Iba have nothing but great kicks?
My tornado Iba skywing kick is not working. What am I supposed to do?
How about something other than a kick?
Alright, so let's try the forklift.
A forklift.
Let's take a sortie on the...
What? Sortie?
This is Ota's world, right? Your role in this dream is to assist Ota in his fight against the polar bear.
There we go.
Lousy Ota. Thanks to him, my image as a cool intellectual has been destroyed.
Don't worry, Iba. I always think of you as a cool intellectual.
All systems green. Synchronization rate 6%. Now, cargo handling car. Forklift. Sortie.
Is it really pronounced sortie? I thought it was pronounced like sortie, but...
Hey,
Wow, I guess wrong.
fork over that weapon now!
Iba replaced every day with leg day and only leg day. Hey, whatever works, right?
I can't stand. I'm weak.
Did he really help Iris like that?
We have no choice but to have Ota do it. We need him to stand up.
Disarm the
You
foe.
have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
A machine used for cutting ice.
Oh, what? You can turn on the machine? Oh, why would you do that? Oda.
Ota is still down.
Let's encourage him.
You're so cool, my shiny, glittery Ota. So cool.
The ghost inside me whispered, "Yeah, I am cool, huh? From now on, this is my stage."
Good for you, buddy. I suppose.
Yeah. There. I...
Yeah, why is it his mother's knife? We still don't know that. That feels weird, doesn't it? I feel like there's so many awkward little dangling bits of information that there's no way to reconcile here. Oh, anyway, sucks to suck. I really like that effect of the rainbow things opening. I don't know how else to describe it. It's very good though. What a game.
Sorry that I had to get rough with you, kid.
Seriously, dude?
And now we have him in the interrogation
sorry,
room?
Ota. Date told me to be the bad cop.
I did not.
Temper, temper.
Whatever. Anyway.
Gay
Ota,
rectangles are
I have
neat.
some
I
things
like
wanna
them.
ask you.
And also, now we have Oda in
I'm not gonna
interrogation.
beat around the bush. Let me get right down to it. Your mother, Mayumi Matsushita, was at the warehouse, wasn't she?
What are you talking about?
Was she there?
Why would she be? That happened at 3 a.m. She was at home asleep.
Then why did we find evidence at the crime scene?
Evidence?
Sure, it might not prove she was there, but it makes it likely. The evidence is...
Uh-huh. Okay, so now, so now this one, we go down the rabbit hole where we think Mayumi did it? Really? It's gonna be the floral pattern kitchen knife, but... Oh no, it's the chocolate, right. Let's just go down our clues real quick here and see what we got.
Okiura Fishery is a company owned by Mizuki's grandfather. However, the management team changed 17 years ago. It currently has no connections to the Okiura family, and allegedly, Mizuki's grandfather was raised by
Very important,
dolphins.
thank you. I'm glad that we have that little important piece of information out here. Streaming equipment.
A video camera and laptop were discovered in the warehouse. Either could have been left by the criminal, but determining the owner through purchase history will be difficult. No fingerprints were picked up either.
I like how we have these segments just to pay, like, just for the Ace Attorney bits, you know?
Mayumi Matsushida's fingerprints were found on the package.
Yeah, they were.
Mayumi purchased the chocolate yesterday at 10:33 p.m. The purchase was made at an 8:12
Is this one gonna involve us diving into Mayumi?
The store was located approximately 100 yards from the Famisto where Ota stole the station wagon.
I bet we're gonna have to do a I bet we're gonna have to do a dive into Mayumi in this route.
Two cars were parked in front of the warehouse. One was the van owned by the Matsushita family. Ota's fingerprints were detected on the driver's seat and steering wheel. Iris's fingerprints were detected on the passenger seat. The other car was a station wagon. Yesterday at 10:33 p.m., Ota stole this station wagon. It was parked at the Famisto along Koshu Highway. Ota explained his reasoning for stealing the car. He claims that while he was inside the Famisto, someone took off with the van with Iris still inside.
I wonder, like, is the crime in the series of events leading up to it the same on every single? Like, I know obviously things different, events change a little bit, but like, are the players and stuff still the same on each route, or is each route like, does each route establish a new history for certain events? Like, are they all compatible with each other, as in they just kind of branch off at different points, or are they all fundamentally different from each other? I don't know what to make of it yet.
Our investigation determined that Iris and the van were taken 1 minute before Ota stole the station wagon. This puts the incident occurring at 10:32 p.m. The polar bear dropped the weapon in Ota's somnium. It was the floral pattern kitchen knife. On the handle were the words, "Mom, I love you always. Date." From this, we can conclude that the knife...
I know.
Alright, so we know she was there because of the chocolate. The chocolate we found in the warehouse had Mayumi's fingerprints on it. Mayumi bought the chocolate yesterday at 10:33 p.m. at the 8. The 8 is a little more than 100 yards from the Famisto. Oh, I can't. Oh, I hit the wrong button. There we go. Took it out of my pocket and showed him.
The Hodoroki man chocolate.
The same one I showed you at the hospital. I found it in the corner of the cold storage warehouse.
So? That doesn't prove anything.
Mayumi's fingerprints were on the package.
What?
You have a bad poker face, Ota. Your reaction tells me Mayumi didn't give this to you and you dropped it on your own.
That information is confirmed. Ota's fingerprints were not found on the package.
Mom isn't the killer!
I didn't say that she was. I'm saying that she was at the scene. And so were you.
Wait a minute. Why do you think Mayumi isn't the killer, Ota?
Because I was face to face with that polar bear when we fought. I could tell it wasn't my mom, even
Yeah,
through the
like,
costume.
for one thing, the build is entirely off.
And no matter what happened, there's no way that my mom would stab me.
Why are you covering for her?
Covering?
That's why you're lying to me, right?
I'm not.
Are you sure about that? You must have seen direct evidence of Mayumi being at the warehouse, but you're hiding that from us. Or maybe even you're starting to suspect her.
I am not.
Sure.
What are you accusing me of anyway? What do you think I'm hiding?
We're just kind of throwing a bunch of stuff at the wall to see what fits here. What do you think you're hiding? We think you're hiding the floral pattern kitchen knife. So we think you're hiding.
The kitchen knife. with a floral pattern. Mom, I love you always is carved on the handle.
Ota gave me that knife for Mother's Day when
Yeah,
he
there's
was in
no way she would
elementary
be able to
school.
fit in that costume anyway.
He
At
knows
best,
how much I
we're
love
accusing her of
flowery
being at the
designs.
scene. You know your mom would stab you. I would stab you.
You were stabbed by that very same knife.
How do you know that? The criminal ran away with the knife. No one was supposed to see it.
I knew it.
No, my mom didn't do it.
Then why did you not mention the kitchen knife earlier?
Because I know how it looks. I thought Mom would get accused, and then she would have been brought in here and interrogated.
She literally, like,
I didn't
can't
want
fit in that costume.
to put her through that. And
And?
Mom never liked Tessa. So maybe, just maybe, Mom hired someone to kill Tessa, and she gave them that kitchen
Oof.
knife. I don't know.
If that was the case, why would she... Here's the thing. If we can just adjust glasses, puts on hoity-toity vase, spin the chessboard around. Why would she be... Why would she be using that particular knife? All that would do is make sure it points right back to her. That's so dumb.
I thought of it that way.
Plot twist, Mayumi and the rest of her family are secretly shapeshifters. That's why they look so cartoony. Fair enough.
Like that would ever happen. I know it sounds crazy, but after I saw that knife, I just lost it.
Uh-huh.
Please, you have to believe me. Mom isn't a
I
serial
don't...
killer.
The polar bear wasn't a costume. It was just Mayumi. Wow. Hot take.
Yeah, I agree.
You do?
I do. I don't think it's possible for Mayumi to have kidnapped Iris, because...
The cars, right? The cars and... Something Apple's Raven. Exactly. And the chocolate. Yeah, because she was at somewhere else buying the other thing.
The Matsushida's van was stolen from the parking lot of the Fumista while Iris was in the car. That was yesterday, 10:32 p.m. 1 minute later at the 812, which was about 100 yards away, Mayumi bought the Odoroki Man chocolate. She entered the 812 about a minute earlier. This was all caught on security cameras at the store. That means it's impossible that Mayumi could have taken the van, and that means that Mayumi being the polar bear is also next to
Right.
impossible.
Phew.
However, I can't completely clear her.
What?
You said it yourself. She could have hired someone to commit the crime.
Right, but she
But that
and she
was-
was clearly there for
In any
some
case,
reason.
I need to hear from Mayumi herself. I need to hear her explain the chocolate, the knife. There's a lot to cover.
But that's not going to be able to happen
I'm gonna head to Matsushita Diner.
What? Hey, well, wait a minute.
because dementia.
Don't worry. I'm not going there to arrest her. I'm going there to clear her of suspicion.
Really?
Yes.
You won't arrest her?
Your mother wouldn't kill anyone, right, Ota?
Thank you, Date.
Uh-huh. Okay, so that was fun. Who's ready to go accuse an old woman of dementia and then decide that the only way to get information out of her is to do the somnium bit on her. That's totally going to happen. We all know that.
Sorry for the late night, Miss Matsushita, but I have some questions I need to ask you. Could you spare some time?
I finally remembered about the warehouse. I did it. I did everything.
Okay, so I don't believe you is the thing about that. Do we know she has dementia on this? We don't. Even though, like, the signs are there. Like, we just don't...
I didn't do this last night because I wanted to give you a chance to calm down. How are you, now that you've slept on it?
What are you talking about?
I'll be honest. I don't think you're the killer. You're giving us a false confession.
No, it's true. I kidnapped that witch.
Uh-huh.
I took her to the warehouse.
Okay,
and-
cool. So we're doing this.
Put her on the table and pulled her eyeball out?
Yes,
And the polar bear costume?
I bought it through mail order.
And you were the one wearing it?
Yes, that's right.
Her build doesn't...
Date,
Does her
the
sweater say
criminal has
hipster on
confessed.
it?
Arrest her immediately.
You got to the top of Abyss acting like that?
I heard that she used to be an actress.
Sounds about right.
And boss is over here like, yeah, hold on, someone else to take the heat off of me. Let's do that. All right. Why did you kidnap Iris?
My son is under that witch's spell.
Okay. I love how Iris's
Concerts.
Iris's
She's leaving him
portrait
dry.
animation is just her being like, like just barely moving around a little bit, not really that kind of awkwardly animated.
I wanted to snap him out of it. I wanted to save him.
Okay. Why'd you take out her eye?
Because I just hated her so much. Killing her wasn't enough.
I see. Why did you want to stream it online?
Because the world needs to see that witch die.
Just a quick question, Mayumi. Do you know anything about online streaming?
I'm not stupid. I might be old, but...
Could you explain it to me?
Huh?
Step by step. Just tell me what you did.
I can't explain it in words. It's more like muscle
Uh-huh.
memory. I was able to get it working after trying a
Uh-huh.
few times, that's
Uh-huh.
all.
Where'd you get the camera and laptop?
I picked them out of the garbage.
Which garbage?
I don't remember. It's true. I planned the whole thing.
Were you the one who stabbed Oda?
Well,
You were in the polar bear costume, right? That means you stabbed him.
yes. I stabbed him.
Wow, why is she going...
With the knife I
No,
brought
here's the
from
thing.
home.
Why is she confessing to this?
I wasn't trying to hurt him. He fought me. And then it just...
About the Cyclops killings.
What do you know about the Cyclops killer? We call the criminal we're after the new Cyclops killer.
I know. They killed Shoko Nadami and Renju Okiura.
That's right. Both corpses were found with their left eye pulled out, same as Iris. This leads us to believe that the crimes were all committed by the same person. So this person in the polar bear costume, they are the new Cyclops killer. And you're telling me that person is you? You killed Shoko and Renju?
Yes, I killed them.
So if you get to this route first, then it's like, why is she confessing to all this? You don't, like, you might pick up the hints that she has dementia, but that doesn't seem like... What was your motive?
Isn't Renju Okiura the president of that awful company where the witch works? He's
Oh yeah, the
just as
witch, right,
responsible.
okay.
Using her to steal time and money from
I get it.
vulnerable kids.
This is all part, this is, I can't bring this one back to it.
And
Just
I'm
something,
sure
something
he
golden
was
witch.
Debaucherous and degenerate. That man is the root of all evil. That's why I killed him.
Okay, and what about Shoko?
Renju's ex-wife, right? I did it to get to him.
But the two divorced 4 years ago.
That doesn't matter. The bonds of matrimony are eternal.
Some people are gay, Mayumi.
In your opinion, I don't think Renju felt the same way.
You are really starting to aggravate me. I answered your questions, so there.
When and how did you kill her?
Well, I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? Do you really think that lie is gonna work?
I have a memory disorder. I don't always remember everything. It's not my fault.
But you remember the cold storage warehouse.
There are times I remember and times
Oof,
I
and here's the
don't
thing is that she
remember.
absolutely is. Mayumi's building a Mayumi culprit theory to deny the witch. A truly selfless sacrifice. Right?
Changes.
Date, Mayumi is not lying about that in particular. There are circumstances that might cause selective memory. For whatever reason, her memory might not have been stored properly in her mind. This is not uncharacteristic.
Okay,
though
so they do bring it
separate
up
from
here.
dementia.
Okay, cool. So why are you lying?
I am not lying.
She's like, I've already committed to this, so yes, I did do that. Right? She's like, yeah, I guess I did that too then, didn't I?
You do know that perjury is a crime, right?
I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I killed Shoko and Rinju, and I tried to cut that demon witch in half.
Date, there's no point in letting this go on. She's clearly lying.
You seemed convinced earlier.
I was kidding. I don't think she's the killer.
I am the killer! I am!
Right now, we have to rely on hard evidence. The Odoroki Man chocolate that Mayumi bought was found at the warehouse.
If Mayumi was at the scene before Ota,
She may have seen the criminal's face.
You know what I'm going to say, right? Date, sync with her.
Who could have ever seen this coming? Ooh. I can't wait for this to be really, really heartbreaking, actually.
Pewter, we're going to sync with Mayumi Matsushita. Prepare the machine.
Tate, I was just kidding, but imagine if it worked.
Well,
What happened?
the sync machine isn't operating to capacity.
What does that mean, Pewter?
Yesterday's sync, well, suffice to say, Ota and Date were not too compatible.
Uh-huh.
Compatible?
I'll give you the big picture. To get the synchronization working properly, I had to push the machine pretty hard. And now, it's not responding.
How long will it take to fix?
16 hours, at least.
You've got 8.
But that's impossible.
So we can't sync yet, huh?
Pewter, you should
we need
have
to,
learned
or
by
this
now to double
investigation is
your
going
estimates.
nowhere.
That way, when she gives you the half thing, you've got as much time as you need.
Date, I suggest we go to Matsushita Diner. We may be able to find some clues.
Good idea.
I let Boss and Pewter know.
Pewter, we're counting on you for those repairs. I'll be back in 6 hours.
But you said 8. Please, you have to give me at least 8.
That Pewter, always so humble. He'll have it done in 6.
Yeah, Pewter is just that kind of guy.
Hey, this is a hostile work
It
environment.
really is.
Why would Mayumi lie?
She is probably protecting someone.
That's weird to think about. Why would she be protecting someone?
But who?
Who do we know that has a connection to... We don't know anyone that has a connection to Mayumi except maybe Oda.
Surely you know by now. There is only one person Mayumi would want to protect.
I
that
guess
badly.
it is Oda. The Abyss is just the Pewter Bullying Club. Nice. There's an orphan heart or something at the center of that machine, isn't there? Yeah, probably that. Who's Mayumi covering for? It's gotta be Oda, right?
It's Ota.
But why?
It has to be.
She thinks Oda did it, so she's covering for him?
Does Mayumi think Ota is the killer?
Last night, Ota left Matsushita Diner with Iris. Mayumi saw the whole thing.
Ah.
But Ota was stabbed in the stomach by the culprit. Does Mayumi not remember that?
No, that isn't quite it. It is possible that she thinks Ota is responsible for everything.
She thinks Ota stabbed himself?
Yes.
Why would he do that?
Huh.
Before I explain, I would like to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the possibility that Ota is the new Cyclops killer?
I don't see it.
Impossible.
Why?
The van stolen at Famisto.
The van was stolen while Iris was in the passenger seat. We know that whoever did it is the culprit we're looking for.
There is a chance that Iris was not in the passenger
I don't believe
seat.
that.
She could have been driving.
How so?
Iris could have taken the wheel herself and driven to the
Uh-huh.
warehouse.
But forensics only found Ota's fingerprints on the wheel.
The lengths a simple
can be
go-to,
explained.
and the mother supporting him. Jesus Christ.
It is possible that Iris covered her fingertips with her sleeves.
Okay. That's not it.
Iris had her left eye pulled out. Ota would never do that.
Have you considered that she pulled it out herself?
But no one pulls out their own eyeball to sell something
Or
like
even
that.
asked Ota to do it. Perhaps she ordered him to.
The fuck are you? I don't believe that for a moment.
In yesterday's somnium, Ota and the polar bear.
That was just a dream. It doesn't necessarily.
I love how we
reflect
go
what
to
happened in
all these
reality.
lengths in order to get, you know, these dream investigations with people, and then every time Date brings up something from them, they're like, "That's just a dream, Date. You can't use that as evidence." It's like, I know. Well, then why are we going through all this effort? I guess it could be a way to like direct our thinking and like, you know, like try to find leads to follow up on in real life, but still, that's really fucking elaborate if that's all we get out of it. You know what I mean?
In short, Ota and Iris are accomplices. This was all a performance.
A performance?
Huh, but we know that's not the case.
Iris drove the Matsushida's van. Ota drove the station wagon. They went to the warehouse separately. Then, they prepared the live stream. Iris anesthetized her left eye and removed it. Either that, or she asked Ota to extract it. After that, Iris took her position on the table, and Ota donned the polar bear costume and started.
Is no one pointing out how Ota doesn't fit the build of the person in the polar bear costume? Like, the person in the polar bear costume is a good, like, foot or two taller than Ota is. It's just a dream, it doesn't mean anything. Then what are we doing here? Exactly! Exactly!
Consider this.
So then why the hell are we doing this? Like, if we're doing it to get leads to follow up on in real life, fine. But then why are you dismissing those leads when we try to follow up on them? And also,
The
that's
stream,
so much money
Ota
and
and the polar bear were never
Oh my
on
God.
screen at the same time.
True. That means Ota went off camera, took off the costume, and then...
Stay away from Tessa!
Perhaps Mayumi witnessed the entire event. It is also possible that Mayumi knew what the two were up to.
So she lied to protect Ota.
Yes. But this is only a theory.
a game theory.
Consider the possibility that Iris killed Shoko and Renju.
Then, this whole thing was to get her off the suspects list. That's why she pulled out her eye and had Ota stab himself. It makes it look like there's another criminal involved.
Yeah, but
I will repeat myself in saying that this is only a theory.
I'm not doing it again.
It is one of many possibilities.
It's possible, but I don't think it's very likely. They wouldn't go that far just to avoid suspicion.
Date, you must consider the mental state of the serial killer. Shoko and Renju were both exposed and displayed.
Yeah, but like
And they both
it
had
feels
their
like
left eye
we're
removed while they were
starting
still
with
alive.
it doesn't how do I put this? This conclusion feels like we're not like we're following the evidence to where it leads, and more like we've started with a conclusion and we're trying to make the evidence fit that conclusion. Does that make sense? Like at this one we've already decided, okay,
Whoever our killer
Ota
is,
must be
it is
guilty. How
clear
could
that
he be
they are
guilty?
sociopathic
Rather
or
than
even
like, does this
psychotic.
evidence mean Ota is guilty?
We can't rule anything out.
Maybe Iris just want to get those sweet I got kidnapped and almost murdered views, right?
Ota? Why are you...
Why did you arrest Mom?
We didn't?
You said you were gonna clear her! Why?
We're not? We're not trying to suspect her, dude. Calm the fuck down. Or don't. She just needed a good thumbnail. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. We all exaggerate things for the thumbnail, right? Alright, let's take a look around. cushion. Oh, hey, look, our foot. Chair. Any funny things this time around? I don't think so. I don't think we're getting any funnies. Bucket. Mop. Let me look at the menu. Let me look at the menu. Come on. There we go. I love that fucking look Oda is giving us. What, you think we care about you, buddy? You're lucky you're even counting as a main character. You doing okay? I was kidnapped by the new Cyclops killer. Pogface in the thumbnail. 12 million views in a week.
I got stabbed by a serial killer.
Easy, kid. You're gonna open up your stitches.
Worried about Mayumi?
Of course I am.
Pogface in the thumbnail.
That's my mom. What son wouldn't be worried about his mom? When I was in the hospital, the police came to me. They told me that my mom confessed. I couldn't believe it, so I went to the police station. But because she was under investigation, they wouldn't let me see her. After that, I didn't feel like going back to the hospital.
Fair enough.
That's why I'm here.
I like how he has geek on his sweater and his mother has hipster on hers.
You asked me why your mom was arrested earlier, but she isn't under arrest.
What?
I spoke with her as part of my investigation, yes, but as a source of valuable information, not as a suspect. Mayumi confessed, but it's highly likely that she's lying, so we haven't issued a warrant for her arrest.
That's what I've been saying. Mom didn't do it. She's innocent.
Yep. Is Iris the criminal?
Word is going around. Maybe Iris was the one who killed Shoko and Renju. And you and her planned this warehouse incident to get her off our suspects list.
No way. Tessa had her eye.
She could have pulled it out herself.
No.
Or asked you to do
I
it.
don't.
You're kidding me, right? Do you really think I would do that? I was fighting for my life against the criminal.
That wasn't caught on camera, though. Neither was the part where you got stabbed.
You're saying that I stabbed myself?
It wouldn't be the first time you faked something, would it, Ota?
You.
I don't think he did.
I'm telling you, I didn't.
I really don't think
Then
it.
why is Mayumi protecting you?
Mom is protecting me?
Your mother is stubborn. She's lying to us because she's protecting someone. The only person I can think of would be you.
Why?
Apparently, she thinks that you're the criminal.
Huh.
Why would she think that?
Your guess is as good as mine. Got any ideas?
Maybe because of her condition. Mom has dementia. Maybe her memory is just mixed up.
That is kind of contributing factor
Everything's
here.
my fault. It's because of me that Mom is... I know how it looks now, but back in the day, the diner was... You know Bloom Park is close by here,
Yep.
right? People who visited the park would stop here a lot. But ever since the explosion 8 years ago...
The chemical plant accident?
Yeah, we're just barely outside of the restricted area, but because Bloom Park closed, the number of customers dropped by a lot. The diner didn't last much longer. When this place closed, Dad started working at a Chinese restaurant chain during the day, and he was a security guard in traffic.
Oda's
at night.
dad just looks so strange to me. Like, what the fuck?
Mom worked as a janitor, and we're both working hard and barely got any sleep.
And you?
I was just a high school student at the time. I was such a dumbass. I thought it was totally normal to have both parents working, so I didn't even get a part-time job. And they bought me a PC and idol concert tickets. I had it good, but we were drowning in debt.
Debt. So we never got any
There's
of
a
this
loan on
background
the
in our
house
last
and
one.
The diner. Mom and Dad didn't let this place go. There are too many memories here to give it up. So they slaved day and night to keep it open. They worked and worked and worked. Thanks to them, I was even able to go to a good university, but right after I started...
Passed away?
Oof. Shit, am I gonna feel bad for Oda for a little bit here?
He had a heart attack. From overwork. But even then, I didn't get it, you know? I didn't appreciate how hard they worked for me. Even when I wasn't taking college seriously and getting bad grades, my mom didn't say a thing. She just smiled and told me that it was okay, even when I told her I was going to drop out.
Shit.
Mom, I'm thinking of dropping out of college.
What? Why do you want to do that, Ota?
I decided that I'm going to become a writer.
Wow. A writer? Oh, that's a good goal to have. But you really should finish college. You worked so hard to get in.
You don't understand, Mom. A writer has to put all of their time into their creativity.
God damn it, Oda. Oh.
I don't have time to go to classes.
You fucked up, kid.
Plus, I'm friends with the
fucked up.
editor of a publishing company. I'm definitely going to have my first book published.
Is that right? Well, Ota, if you say so, I won't stop you.
Uh-huh.
Do what makes you happy. You'll turn out just fine. I know you can do it. And no matter what happens, Mom will always be on your
Oof. That hurts.
side. Ever and ever. I'll always support you, Ota.
Oof. You lied about the editor thing, right?
Yeah, how do you guess? It was really just a few texts back and forth. But I was thrilled. I thought I could make it as a writer because of that.
Oof.
But it's impossible. I know there's no way I can be a writer. I've never even finished writing a novel. Not even once. I always give up after the first 5,000 words. To even apply for the amateurs contest, you have to submit 10 times that. But Mom, she kept supporting me.
Oof. When did Mayumi's illness start?
Not long after I quit college. Mom
God
was
damn it.
always
Now I feel
smiling
bad
at
for
me.
Oda. Fuck.
But I think she one day.
Oh, what's wrong, Ota? Do you have the day off from school?
Are you being sarcastic?
Oh, right. You don't attend anymore. Oopsie. I totally forgot.
How can you forget your own son's career choice?
Sorry. Anyway, are you hungry?
Ooh.
You haven't eaten anything since this morning, have you?
Are you kidding?
What?
I ate breakfast and lunch already.
Oof.
Oh, did
And
you?
him being angry about it? Oof.
By the way, Ota, what's living at the dorms like?
Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not teasing you, honey.
Don't fuck with me!
Oof. That's...
Mom got sick because I'm such a piece of shit. I was only thinking about myself. I didn't take care of her. I was so stupid. I didn't realize she was sick.
Makes Oda really
She
annoying
was
and unlikable when
messing
we hit this part. It's just like, damn, this is actually really, really tragic, isn't it?
I was so cruel to her for no reason.
Fuck.
And she got worse and worse.
What's that picture?
Oda turned the photo frame to me so I could see.
Looking at this photo reminds me, one time when I was a kid, I said something really bad to Mom and Dad, and they scolded me for it. And it's not like it was an apology or anything, but Dad and I gave her a Mother's Day gift. My mom was so happy that
Oh,
she cried.
shit.
That's what this photo is from. Why did it turn out like this? I'm such a bad son.
Fuck, Oda.
Hey, Aiba.
What is it?
I don't like Ota one bit, but I can't imagine that this guy's the criminal.
Why is that?
Hearing his story made me think that he's not such a bad guy.
Your presumption is illogical.
Human beings are illogical. We're not like you AI. We can't be logical all the
Meanwhile,
time.
I'm just like, oh wow, you kind of suck still. Like, yeah, he definitely
We
still
make up for it in
sucks,
one
but
very
like,
important way.
oof.
What is that?
Intuition.
Do you find that useful?
At times.
Hmm.
Aiba, let's go back to the cold storage warehouse. We might be missing something.
Understood.
That's what you get for having to hang out with us, Iba. Alright, later, nerd. Don't die, kid. The vehicles are still there. Interesting.
Date, weren't you going to check the warehouse?
I was, but a thought occurred to me.
Let's see. Where are we at on the flowchart anyway? Okay. Yeah, so we're either hitting an ending soon or it's about to take a hard turn to south. Forklift. Water of Tokyo Bay.
Date, look! A tonguefish on the ocean floor.
What's a tonguefish?
A flat fish, like the sole of a shoe.
You can see all the way down there?
Of course I can. My vision and my looks are my best qualities.
Iba, you have very good looks as a hamster. I'm sorry for doubting you. A mooring post.
Date, do you know what a bollard is?
Of course. It's a type of duck.
That's a mallard.
Sometimes called a bollard. A red barrier. Okay.
Iba, who drove the van here?
There are two possibilities. Either Iris or the criminal who kidnapped Iris.
And Mayumi?
Considering the time that she purchased the chocolate, that would be almost impossible. The van was hijacked from the Famisto parking lot at 10:32 p.m. At that time, Mayumi was in the 812 convenience store more than 100 yards away.
So almost certainly not her. Okay. What else we got around here? Crates? Box?
Iba, what's in this box?
Your favorite kind of reading material, and a lot of it.
Academic research papers on criminology?
No, the kind that features gratuitous.
Yeah, academic papers on research papers on criminology. Listen, they're strange. You kind of make some excuses to grab that box.
Just like my you-know-what.
What is your you-know-what?
It could only be one thing.
Oh, your ego?
No, not my ego.
I like the back and forth between Iba and I like their back and forth. It's very good.
Hi, I'm Drum. I'm on.
You say strange things
Every single
sometimes.
time she does that. Every single time there's an oil drum. Warehouses. Okay.
Iba, are you sure that Ota took this car?
As I've already explained, the security cameras at the Famisto parking lot saw the entire incident clearly.
So it was definitely Ota who drove it here.
Why are you stating the obvious?
We found the chocolate Mayumi bought on the floor of the cold storage warehouse, but that doesn't prove she was actually at the scene. If she was, how did she get here? She wasn't in the van or the station wagon.
Of course, a different car. I will search for all vehicles.
Yeah,
were
that
in
was
this
kind of
area
bothering me.
from
Like, okay,
Sunday night
like I
to
assumed
Monday
that she must have
morning.
just driven away, but like, Iba connected to the end system server and began her research. That's just a thing you can do. She got a result in no time.
Found one hit. A taxi.
Where's that taxi now?
It is parked in Lemniscate's parking lot.
Of course it is.
At Lemniscate. Why?
Unknown, but we should speak with the driver immediately.
All right. Let's go. Wonder who is the driver the secretary? That'd be great. Yeah, so I'm the getaway driver. It's just a hobby though. Something to make ends meet, you know.
Hey, got a minute?
Are you talking to moi?
Moi?
Date,
Who the fuck?
Now is not the time to be distracted by this old man's diction.
Mind if I ask you what you're doing here?
Moi? I am but a humble taxi cab.
Who the hell is this? Why does he have a portrait? And all like in a model and holy crap, what?
There we go.
I'm with the police. I have some questions for you.
Huh. Huh. Not who I expected. Yeah, neither did I. I was like, here's a character none of us have seen before.
Sofa King.
Don't.
Sofa King. I get it.
Featured. Anyone can run a pyramid scheme. I believe I'll purchase that on my way home.
Why does he's got a VA and everything? What? Who the fuck is this guy?
A high stool. It's like a...
Oh, this guy's the murderer? He definitely gives off that vibe,
Why
doesn't
are
he?
you stating the
The thing that's weird is that we've not heard hell or hide of him, right? Like this is the first time
How do you know?
that we've heard of this dude.
Date, look! An antlion! Yay! Go antlion!
I love Iba's cheering on insects voice lines. They are all very wholesome and great, and I love them.
Oh, have you taken note of the painting? It is titled Lions Fishing.
Hello, random taxi driver who definitely doesn't look like his face is either a mask or perpetually frozen, right? Jesus Christ. Reception desk. Can we talk to the receptionist?
What? You're too far away. I can't hear you.
I'll walk closer to the receptionist.
Oh, I can't believe.
You're too far away. I can't hear you.
It's like, seriously, can you not? What if I'm next? Freaks me out. Date, could you introduce me to some big, strong man who can protect me?
Nah, I'm sure you'll be fine on your own.
No, I'll totally die.
Okay, like, hear me out. The weird chemistry between the receptionist and Date is actually pretty good.
What? You gotta come closer. I can't hear you. Well, what can I say, you know? The biz is harsh, schedules are tight. If we shut down for even a day, we'd throw everyone else's schedules off. So they want to avoid that, of course.
I love her. Yeah, she's great. She's fucking great. She's just here punching the clock, doing her job.
Huh? Oh, you asked me out before, didn't you? But it's kind of complicated.
She's like, OMG, Date, gay best friend.
I told you, I am reptilian.
But you were just joking, right?
No, I'm serious. I only eat vegetables.
I am fairly sure she means vegetarian.
Okay, that's a good payoff to that joke. No, no, I'll die. Honestly, if Date wasn't like, if they didn't have, you know what? No, even the flirty undertones don't bother me that because it's clearly mutual, right? Like she's definitely she initiated it at several points. I think it. So, what are you doing here?
I have just finished conveying my client from Temeke Sano's studio. I was informed that the visit here would be brief, and thus I have decided to wait.
You have great
in
characters
this
when even the
lot.
side characters are this good, right? It's where are you from?
I was born in Kawago, Saitama.
And why do you talk like that?
I don't know what you mean. I've spoken this way all my life. My parents speak with the same vernacular.
About Mayumi. Before I arrived at Lemnis Gate, I got a picture of Mayumi from Abyss. Showed it to the driver.
Did you drive this passenger on Sunday night?
Ooh, I did indeed. I remember her well. The old hag.
Old
Ooh,
hat.
rude.
I took her on a tour of the streets of Tokyo. Our ultimate destination was the warehouse district in Ariake.
Why didn't you report this to the police?
Reported?
You don't know about the incident at the cold
Oof.
storage warehouse? It was all over the news.
No, I'm afraid not. Newspapers and television news programs have never been much of an interest to moi.
I see. Alright, so...
I recall it was around 10 in the evening, near the Kawasaki district, an unassuming restaurant named Matsushita Diner. That's where I picked up the old hag.
Why do you keep calling her the
And as soon as she
old...
stepped
The
foot in my
old
conveyance,
hag?
she was already barking orders at me. Follow that van, hurry! I must admit, I found it rather exciting, just like an old chase film. I, of course, insisted that I be paid up front. We pursued the van for roughly half an hour. Suddenly, the van came to a halt at a convenience store.
The Femisto along Koshu, right?
Precisely right. I am surprised you know
Yeah,
that.
police state, lots of surveillance, don't worry about it.
In any case, I knew that the jig would be up if we were seen following, so I decided to drive past it. I parked at the 8 store, but 100 yards from there, while waiting for the object of our pursuit to make its next move. The old hag suddenly spoke up. "I have to buy something," she declared, then made her way into the 8.
This must be when Mayumi bought the Odoroki man chocolate.
A few minutes later, the old hag finished making her
Why are you
purchases
so
and walked
rude to
out.
Mayumi?
And then, at that very moment, I witnessed the van jet off at great speed down Koshu. I hurried the old hag inside my vehicle, then resumed the chase. We followed them for roughly half an hour more.
I see. If the driver's story is
Okay.
correct, Mayumi did not know that Ota was left behind at the Femisto.
Mayumi thought Ota was in the van the whole time.
That makes sense, I guess.
We then arrived at a splendid manor. The van entered the premises through the front gate and disappeared from view.
What?
We, of course, could not follow, so we waited outside. I estimate another 10 minutes.
So the van
passed.
made another stop.
The front gate opened once again, and the van drove out, and we pursued.
Ooh, where did it stop? And Oda must have known that it stopped somewhere. Why didn't he mention that?
But 30 minutes later, our pursuit was foiled again.
What happened?
The van drove into the restricted Kabasaki district.
And they drove into the Kabasaki.
The old hag, of course, demanded that I follow, but I was not about to risk my license and livelihood. Instead, I parked on the road and waited for the van to drive back the way it came.
So it made a stop at both a grand mansion.
And of course, we knew it might not take the same road back. In fact, we were not even sure the van would be coming back at all. But the old hag was not keen on giving up, so we began our stakeout.
Okay. So it made a stop at a mansion
About
and at
45
the
minutes
Kabasaki
later.
district. Okay.
The date had changed at this point. It was 12:25 a.m. on Monday.
How do you remember the time so well?
Well, you see, I always keep my radio dial on the same station.
Huh.
I remember precisely which programs were playing during this endeavor.
Fair enough.
Thus, I can approximate the time.
I see. Please continue.
At 12:25 a.m., the old hag's tenacious gamble paid dividends. The van returned down the same street. And thus, we again made...
But here's the thing. Oda must have been following in the station wagon as well.
I kept considerable distance. We had come so far, I did not want to get caught now. But my caution backfired. I lost sight of the van in the Ariake warehouses. Without so much as a thank you, the old hag popped open the door and took off toward the warehouses. I waited for some time, but the old hag did not return. The goose was cooked at this point, so I made the decision to return home. I am glad I had the foresight to ask for payment in advance.
One more question.
I follow your story. I have one more question. Where is this manor the van stopped at?
Oh, every taxi driver in the city knows that residence. It is the personal home of
Of
Congressman So Sejima.
course it is.
Sejima? Why did the van go to So's house?
We need to speak with him immediately.
Agreed. Let's move.
Thanks, taxi driver. Well, that was fun. The old hag, unlike me, a fresh young man. Right? This dude has a vibe about him.
There's no one here.
Indeed.
I don't see So or his bodyguards.
I do not detect them either.
Let's go inside.
Certainly seems like So was the killer, right? From the other routes? That definitely seems to be the implication. So,
Hey, Aiba. Do you smell something funny?
are aware that I do not possess the sense
Simultaneously
of
the best and worst
correct?
taxi driver ever. Right?
Oh, right.
Oh, wow. We're inside the house again. Let's see.
There's something strange about this vase.
Wait. Wait. Oh, no.
What is it?
This is definitely where the smell is coming from.
Is there something inside?
Maybe, but the opening is covered
Oh,
by a
no.
metal
We know what
plate.
this is.
The lid is fixed with a bolt. It will not open easily.
Wait, is this Hitomi? Or is the who is this?
Yeah.
Then, as is standard procedure,
All right, brace yourself.
What the?
Date, destroy the vase!
Got it.
No, it's so. Okay.
Sosajima?
Well, that was pleasant. Fragments of the broken vase. So's body cut into pieces.
That is the head of Sosajima.
Yeah, it is.
Left eye is hollowed out.
This is most likely a crime committed by the new Cyclops killer.
So we still don't have a good firm idea of who this is, then.
Do you have an estimated time of death?
Today, sometime between 11 a.m. and noon.
Oh, well, that was pleasant.
That's about when I was talking to Ota at Matsushita Diner.
At that time, Mayumi was in police
pretty crime
custody
scene now,
and
at least.
Iris
Yeah,
was in
fair
the
enough.
ICU of Central Hospital. They have not moved.
That means Ota, Mayumi, and Iris couldn't possibly have committed the crime. Assuming that this is the work of a single killer, those three can be eliminated from the list of suspects.
Ota, Mayumi, and Iris are not
Damn
the
it,
new
boss.
Cyclops killer.
Right.
So it is Boss then, right? That's what we're down to? It is actually Boss? It's not Boss being coerced into it, it is actually her?
By the way, why is there no one in the mansion? No bodyguards, no housekeepers.
I do not know.
Does So have family?
Sosajima's wife died in labor 30 years ago, giving birth to their son. Their son is currently living abroad.
So lived here alone?
Do you find that suspicious?
No, just...
Date, a call from Pewter.
connect me.
Date, the sync machine is up and running. You can sync with Mayumi now.
Oh, thanks, Pewter. But there are more
Yeah, I
pressing
guess we
matters
won't
now.
need to do that then. Thankfully, we don't have to go through the terrifying and sad dementia sync.
Did something happen?
Yeah, I found So Sajima's body, with the left eye hollowed out.
What?
I'm at the Sajima household. Send the investigation team over.
Why so?
I can answer your questions when I get back to Abyss.
Got it.
Date, what is your plan? Wait until crime scene investigation arrives?
No,
Hmm.
there's something I need to do. If that taxi driver was telling the truth, Mayumi was at the warehouse yesterday. And we know that
I guess
chocolate
we are
found
going to
at the
sync with
scene was
Mayumi
hers.
then.
Maybe she saw something. Maybe she knows something we don't. Some kind of clue or information about the culprit.
Then,
Yeah.
Okay, so it is. So we're
gonna sync
still
with
then
Mayumi.
coming down on Boss theory. Got it. Who's ready for sad, terrifying dementia sync? I'm ready. Woo! Woo! I'm not ready.
Date, a large-scale investigation of Sosajima has already begun. At this very moment, the media is already swarming outside the
Fuck.
building.
Really? Doesn't matter. The sync is what's important. If we sink into Mayumi's brain, That might help us find the real culprit.
And Boss isn't here to stop us, so that's good.
Are you ready?
Futaba
Yeah.
Palace, here we go. Woo!
Then let's begin.
I mean, Futaba's Palace was my favorite from P5 for a reason. Again, documented, well-known love of this kind of trope. All right, what do we got?
Where am I?
Oof.
Where is this?
Oof.
Oh, silly me. This is my house. Huh? What happened to me?
Oh no.
This is Matsushita Diner, though it looks.
And of course, the
odd.
fucking kids chair.
Likely an
The
effect of
one
the
thing where
dementia.
I've noticed, like, wow, there's one kids chair here. That seems really sad. I bet that's gonna be really sad, isn't it? Yeah, that's the one chair that's left in this memory. Fuck.
Then we need to help remind her.
Do you think such a thing can be done?
This diner means everything to Mayumi. If we do what we did last time and reproduce the actions from Mayumi's memories, we could help her remember everything.
Is this what you call your intuition?
Told you it was useful.
Well, if we must. Somnium scan!
At least the Somnium looks nice and small. Also the literal holes in her memory. God, that's rough. Yep, the fucking baby chair. Oof. All right, let's do this. Let's go ahead and save, so I don't have to redo everything. If we.
The sliding door at the entrance. Who could that be?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Ota. You're late today.
Got it.
Home.
Are you not hungry? Today's dinner is omelet rice. Your favorite. Dad is
Ooh.
but you can start eating.
Again? I'm okay. I ate already.
But,
I'm fine.
Ota, wait. Ota?
Oof. Okay.
Part of the diner has manifested.
Maybe this is one of the memories she forgot. It must be important to her, though.
It looks like a sad memory.
Doesn't matter if it's sad. It's still important.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
Oh?
It's the phone. Maybe try picking it up?
Roger.
Toe Gorder? How old is Oda? He's about 24.
My husband?
Yes, Matsushita Diner. Yes. Well,
Yeah.
yes. Yes. What?
Ooh.
My husband! Why?
Ooh.
How could this happen?
Oh, to go order. Got it. Thank you. Well, this is fun.
The diner has changed again. However,
These memories aren't all happy, but they are all significant.
if this continues, will it not have a negative effect on Mayumi?
Maybe. But we have to see this through. We have to.
Understood.
I don't see a branching path here, Iba, so we gotta do exactly.
A delicious cake.
I wonder who it's for.
Congratulations, Ota? Or oh no, it's a thank you. That's what it is.
Thank you.
Nope.
I don't think the cake is for Mayumi.
But what could be more memorable than
Maybe a cake for...
someone
Okay, so it
Mayumi
is for Ota.
loves?
It took the 50-50 and it was
A
wrong.
delicious
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
Congratulations, Ota.
There it is.
I'm home.
Ota! Congratulations on getting into the university, son! Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Hooray!
Ota is older than me and I don't know what to do with that knowledge. I mean, it is what it is. People get older. You'll be there eventually, don't worry about it.
Hooray! Hooray!
Oh my god, Takero. I did not expect you to actually show up in this game. Hello. Okay, now it's a memory over here.
Ota was quite the spoiled child, wasn't he?
He definitely had a lot of growing up to do. But that's what makes him so important to Mayumi.
I see.
Okay.
It's an envelope. Some
Looks
kind
like
of
a bill.
mail? This is a bank statement. The Matsushita family's loan.
Let's do our best.
Let's do our best.
Yo, god, this hurts.
We have to keep supporting Ota.
Okay, we'll work harder for Ota's dream.
Ooh. Yup. Nothing but feels from here on out, huh? All right.
We reproduced another painful memory.
No, not quite.
Are you certain? Mayumi was under a heavy burden of debt and stress running the diner.
That's true. But sometimes hardship is worth it.
Is that so?
All right, so now it's over in this corner.
It's a sticker from a chocolate candy.
That's why the stickers are there. Oh, I never put that together.
Welcome home. Did you get it for me?
It?
This is... Ota when he
Small
was...
Ota is such a shit. Chocolate.
Do you mean chocolate?
Yeah, Odoroki man. Remember? Oh, that. Yes.
Ooh.
Of course I bought it. Look, the Momonoke man chocolate that you like. Here you go. That's not it. Oh, honey, I thought you liked the Momonoke man chocolate. No, I told you. It's Odoroki man. Oh, sorry. Your mom can be such a dummy sometimes.
Oh no. I don't like it here. I don't like it here in the sads.
You're not just a dummy. You're a super dummy.
Oh, come on, Ota. I guess you're a kid.
Oh, well, you're right, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm a big dummy. I'll buy you a real Momonoke man soon. Stupid! It's not Momonoke man. It's Odoroki man. I hate this. I hate you, Mom. What? Wait, Ota. Where did you go?
Is
Please, come out from hiding, Ota.
Mayumi's not like
Ota,
aware
I'm sorry.
of
Mommy won't make
the dream
any
happening, is
mistakes
she?
anymore, Ota.
Or is this just what happened after that?
Ota, come back, Ota.
All right.
Ota? Takaro, don't leave me. Don't leave me alone.
Oh, fuck.
I'm sorry, Ota. Ota! Takaro, I can't do this on my own. Don't leave me.
Oh, fun. And we're in void space again. Only good things can happen here. Yeah. Mayumi is...
So that's what happened.
Date, look at what you've done. If Mayumi wakes up after all this trauma,
I know it's risky, but we're here for a reason.
what are you planning?
We have to keep going. Just a little more to awaken her past.
But
If she loves her family this much, there has to be something. There has to be a precious memory hidden deep within.
is that your intuition?
It is.
Oof. The wall clock. The wall clock that's always stopped, huh?
A wall clock.
Second you got scared, I'm scared that they may kill her. I don't think they're gonna kill her, but that doesn't mean it's gonna be end happily.
Welcome home. Did you get it for me?
We've gone back in time. Time is a precious resource, Date. Don't waste it.
Stop nagging me. I'll figure it out.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
It's a sticker from a chocolate candy.
Welcome home. Did you get it for me?
Huh. I feel like I picked the wrong thing here. And I can't back out of this.
Do you mean A-set merchandise?
Huh? I didn't ask for the A-set meal. I don't know what you're talking about, but gimme!
Alright, so let's try from Lock 4 again. Let's try advancing time let's try advancing it this time. Because that's what we want to do, right? We want to see what happened in the future.
A wall clock.
Yeah, we want to see what happened. Yeah, so that, of course, that makes sense. I just picked the wrong thing because I'm a dumbass. Did that help things? I can only hope that helped things.
Ota, sweetie. Mom! Huh?
We know we can be a hassle sometimes, so... Huh, Ota.
Yeah.
This is the blade you'll kill me with.
Thank you, Mom.
So wait, if Ota's the geek and Mayumi's got hipster on her shirt, why doesn't Takeru have something on his shirt?
I love you. Forever and ever. Me too, Ota. I love you both so much.
Important note for future sync use. Do
I'll
not
love
put
you
dementia
both
patients
no
in this
matter
thing,
what.
right? That's got to be breaking like TOS on this thing. There's no way that's covered under warranty, right?
Oh, I'll never forget this.
Yeah, we are a family. We can do anything.
Chad sweatshirt. Yeah, that's what he's got. He's got the Chad sweatshirt.
Looks like it's okay to go back now.
Yes, I agree. By the way, Date. I admit, it is useful every now and then.
What is?
Your
Intuition.
intuition.
Aww. I'm glad we came out the other side on this one. That Muppet looking dad. I love the Matsushita's designs. They seem very appropriate. Strangely cartoony. All right. Well, does that mean she's going to talk to us now? Hopefully. Hopefully.
Ota, I'm so sorry for worrying you.
They cured my dementia by putting me in a brain machine. Date put you in the brain machine?
What do you mean?
Your mother retracted her confession.
I'm so glad.
Yes, yes.
But Mom, why did you think I did it?
About that.
I explained to Ota. On Sunday night, Mayumi was following the van driven by Ota in a taxi. The van was hijacked in the Famisto parking lot. Mayumi was at another convenience store nearby buying some chocolate. Because of that, she didn't see what happened. That's why Mayumi thought Ota was still in the van when it drove away. So she kept following it. We got LASIK for her brain. Oh my god. Van drove all over Tokyo and eventually wound up in the warehouse district near the docks. Mayumi got out of the taxi and followed the van on foot. The van was later found at the Okiura Fishery Cold Storage warehouse. Mayumi walked into the warehouse and discovered the grisly scene. So wait, if they were following them around, did they not notice the station
Polar
wagon
bear
taking the
plucking
exact
out
same route they
Iris's
were?
left eye? I was so terribly frightened. I panicked and ran. I'm sure that's when I dropped the chocolate. And I ran
He wasn't
away
that.
from the warehouse as fast as I could.
was let out of the hospital very briefly. When his mother was brought into custody. Then he decided he went. Then when he was back in the diner, he was like, I chose not to go back to the hospital. So probably he went back after he realized Mayumi was going to be okay because he's still not done with treatment.
I just kept running and running. But while I was running, I had a thought. Maybe that polar bear was Ota. Because at the time, I thought Ota was the one driving the van.
Okay.
Ota brought Iris to the warehouse, then Ota must have been the one in the suit. That's what I was thinking anyway.
Well, that's rough.
So that's why.
I'm so sorry that Mom doubted you, Ota.
No, I understand. It's my fault for making you worry.
Ota.
But there's one thing I don't get. Why did you buy that chocolate when you were following me?
Oh, because...
You liked Todoroki Man chocolate when you were young, right, Ota?
Yeah. I was like the number 1 or 2 collector of the stickers in my elementary school class. I stuck some of my duplicates all around the diner, too.
You and Mayumi have strong memories of that chocolate, right?
Yeah, but I guess they're not all sweet memories. They're like chocolate, you know? Bittersweet.
Aww.
Makes my
I'm
heart
happy
hurt a
for
little.
them. Still think Ota's a little shit, but like, yay.
That's not it! Oh, honey, I thought you liked the Momonoke Man chocolate. No! I told you! It's Todoroki Man! Oh, sorry. Your mom can be such a dummy sometimes. You're not just a dummy, you're a super dummy idiot! Oh, well, you're right, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm a big dummy. I'll buy you a real Momonoke Man soon. Stupid! It's not Momonoke Man, it's Todoroki Man!
Oof.
After I yelled at her, Mom immediately went to buy me another chocolate. My dad came back from buying some ingredients at the same time, and they ran into each other. My dad really let me have it.
I imagine so.
How dare you speak to your mother like that?
Because Mom is stupid.
You're stupid to call your mother stupid. Your mother bought you that to make you happy. You need to think about how she feels. I didn't raise you like that.
But...
When she comes back, you apologize. Do you understand?
My dad told me to apologize as soon as Mom came back. But the guilt, I hurt my mother, you know? That guilt in my heart, it didn't go away. Even after I apologized to her. After that, things got awkward with Mom. But a few days later, my dad came up with an idea.
Hey, Ota, how about this? You know Mother's Day is coming up. Why don't we get a gift for your mom?
A gift?
That was the first time I had ever heard my dad say something like that.
You know how Mom always takes care of us. We should think of a way to pay her back.
Aw.
I'm sure my dad was trying to clear the air between all of us.
AI, the Somnium Files of Takero, was still alive.
So, on Mother's Day, I used my New Year's money I saved up to buy my mom that flower knife.
Whoops.
And my dad saved up a little money to buy the floral apron. And when Mom got her gifts, she started bawling. Like full-on crying.
Oh, you boys. I don't deserve all this. Thank you, thank you. You do deserve it, Mom. I'm proud that you're my mom. Right, Dad?
Oh, yes. Mom is the best mom in the world.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oda is shit, but he actually acknowledges it when it comes to his family and wants to do better. Right? And that goes a long way.
Say cheese.
Doesn't make him less of a shit, but like it's easier to see his better qualities when he's clearly tried to work on it.
Sorry, I lost track of time. What were we talking about again?
The Todoroki Man chocolate. Why she bought the chocolate in the middle of tailing you.
Tailing?
Mom.
It could be due to her memory disorder. It is possible that her thought process was once again short-circuited.
A lot of things in the past are not
going on
great, but they are
around
much
here.
more understandable and sympathetic reactions than his idol obsession. Exactly. He's a lot less one-dimensional on this route, so that's...
Huh?
Earlier I looked inside Mayumi's head.
Inside?
She was thinking of nothing but you. Her head was full of memories of you. Mayumi just wanted you to come back, Ota, so she bought that chocolate. The chocolate you loved as a kid. She thought she could get you back home with it. That's why I believe, in Mayumi's head, you're still young, Ota.
Huh?
I don't know. I could be wrong.
No, you're right, Date. That's why my mom bought the chocolate. She wanted her little kid back.
Well, that's rough, buddy. And the problem is this route is now going to end without us learning anything new about the serial killer, isn't it? We spent no time with Mizuki. Iris is going to die of a brain tumor. What a great route this is.
I'm sorry. Who are you again?
I'm Date. I'm Ota's friend.
Ota's friend.
Friend who he smacks with a wok at times.
I hope you two get along.
Oh, Mom. I was always so selfish. I made my mom go through such hard times. So from now on, I'm going to support her the way she supported me. I'll do anything. I'll deliver newspapers or be a janitor or anything. I'll work as hard as I can to make sure my mom can rest easy.
What about your dream of being an author?
Well, of course I'm not gonna give up on that. But I'll set my sights a little smaller. I'll start by writing a short story.
Let me read it when you're done.
There you go.
Of course.
Yeah, so like, I'm all glad for their resolution and everything, but we sure got no
forgot to
closer
tell
to
you
catching
something
this person than...
Something important?
I heard the nurses talking before I came in here. Iris is awake.
Really?
Wait,
Yeah, she's due to be transferred from the ICU to the general ward.
does Iris just get better in this route?
Thank God.
You saved her life, you know.
Or is it just
Maybe.
she's
Just
out
maybe.
of the immediate danger of eyeball, but the tumor danger is still there?
Huh? Maybe what?
Nothing. See you, kid.
I'm gonna get a job and stop being such a fucking weirdo. Yeah, I hope so, buddy.
Is Iris your girlfriend?
Yeah, I'll introduce you next time.
Oh, come on!
She's a great girl.
Oh, fuck off, dude.
Oh my, I'm looking
Fuck
forward
off.
to it.
You had all
Is
of the
she
sympathy
going
and you
be
decided to
your
go and lie about...
financier?
Oh my god.
Maybe I should clean up a bit first.
Financer? Oh, fiance.
Oh, yes!
Pretty sure it's just
yes,
she's safe
that's
from
it.
death by eye-related stuff. Okay.
Jeez, Mom.
Oda, please, right? Come on, dude. Don't worry, the chocolate's still fine. It might have been in a crime scene, but it's still in the wrapper, so it's all good. It should be fine. I wouldn't worry about it.
Date, there are still many loose ends in this investigation.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah, you're right. Looks like another all-nighter.
And what? The ending is just we drive off into the sunset and don't learn anything? Fuck. Taste of murder chocolate. Sorry. Vivian and I have been rewatching our playthrough of episode 2, so we... I really thought the, oh, it's still in the wrapper, it's fine gag was actually very good. But that's just me. Anyway. Credit sequence, but we're skipping over it because we've watched it already. Hi, boss. Who was probably the killer?
Has there been any progress in this Jima investigation?
None. Zero clue.
Not exactly. We have 2 clues.
2?
2 points of information. But they may not connect directly to the murders.
Okay.
What are the 2 clues?
Point 1. This may be easier to see than explain.
Okay.
I sent a video to the boss's PC. Could you check there, please?
Sure. Happy Halloween for Happy Halloween for Ota. Thank you, Evie. 2 goofballs driving off in the sunset having learned nothing new. Yep. Boss went to her desk and moved her mouse. I stood next to her and looked at the monitor.
What's this?
It's from Sunday night.
Yes. After Date was beaten by Ota at Matsushita Diner.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
Right, because someone comes into frame here. And we still didn't, and like the whole point of this was that like Mayumi was supposed to give us some information about who she thought was the polar bear.
There, stop it.
Right?
I noticed this earlier as well. Do you see the walk on the floor beside Iris and Mayumi?
Yeah, what about it?
Look closely. The bottom part is curved. Do you notice anything in the reflection?
Iris and Mayumi.
Yes. I have prepared an enlarged and processed version of the image. Boss, the next video.
Huh. Okay. Should she step? Okay.
You stay away from my boy!
So we get to see what Iris was doing here.
Tessa! What's wrong? Did something happen?
So, oh. So that's how the knife gets to the scene then.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, that makes that make a lot more sense. So that's how the knife gets to the scene, is because Iris disarms Mayumi and then just keeps it with her. Okay, that makes sense.
Hey, what's this?
Iris has the kitchen knife?
The video continues, but this should be enough. Iris took the knife and left the diner with Ota.
But if Ota's testimony is true, the polar bear had the kitchen knife.
Maybe it was taken off of Iris when she was kidnapped.
At the Femisto parking lot?
That seems likely. Because if she was kidnapped, then she's not in control of the situation. They probably disarmed her.
Whatever. We can think about it later. You said you had 2 clues.
Yeah, what's the other one?
I have learned new information.
Cool.
More thorough autopsy results of Renju's body have revealed something. An object in his intestines.
What?
An object?
A clump of organic matter. Because it was partially
What?
digested, it took significant time to
Oh, I
analyze.
don't want to know what this is, do I?
Well, what was
Is it
it?
his eyeball? It's his eyeball, isn't it?
Shoko Nadami's
That's even
eyeball.
worse that that's what it is. Oh, okay. Howard, I feel like no matter what, yeah, right? All happy here. How does this game have, like, there can't be a single route ending to this, right? It doesn't feel like there's a way that it can end all happily. Or not all, even all happily, but with everything wrapping up. Oh! Okay, so that one's unlocked now. Wow, they just really put that one off in the fuck all side there, didn't they? This one is still locked. Okay. So let's go do this. It's only 1:30, right? Yeah, we got time. Okay. So this is at the end of the route where we disbelieved what Iris was telling us about the conspiracy group, right? Yeah, so we went into her somnium and disbelieved her when she said it was some conspiracy group. And so she ran away and doesn't trust us. So she went to presumably get to talk to 89 and Renju, who's still alive here. And then Hitomi tells us brain tumor. It makes everything more confusing, but it's info. I guess. I think what that tells us is that kind of what we guessed from this one is that the person who kills Iris is someone she trusts, right? That I think that's what we get out of that.
Have you settled down? The scene is being inspected without you. This time the body didn't disappear. However, you lost consciousness. I didn't expect you to faint.
Oh right, and this is after we find Iris's body
Of
in
course,
the
this would be incredibly shocking.
in the forklift.
I did not predict you to be the fainting type. I suppose humans are unpredictable.
Although I don't know if this is important or not, but it's her other eye that's missing this time. What the fuck does that mean? Does that mean it was a copycat killer or not the original? Yeah, because that's her other eyeball. Wait. Wait. Okay. So with Shoko and Renju, right? When their corpses are facing you, when you're looking at their corpses, it's on the viewer's right-hand side. That's the eyeball that's taken out. That's also the eyeball that's taken out of Iris in Iris's ending when we used the old sync machine on her. And that's also the eyeball she loses from the polar bear. Okay. So that all checks out. That means that she was put in the sync machine and all that, and that's also the one Soshijima was missing when he's in the Vegas. Okay, that's all fine. This is the wrong eyeball. That's the viewer's left side. So Iris is right, viewer's left. That's not the one that would have to be taken out if she was put in the sync machine along with everyone else. That probably means that the iris in this go-round was killed by a copycat. Either that or I'm just looking way too much into information that doesn't matter.
Now that you're back, let's get back to business. You are conscious, are you not? Are you at a loss for words? Date, don't let negative thoughts consume you.
Man, I feel you, Date. I'm trying to move around. Do I not get to move yet?
Thinking that Iris died because of me. If I never took her to Ota's, this wouldn't have happened.
Thanks.
If you truly believe that, then your brain is completely rotten. Or
It's called
perhaps when
depression,
you saw
Iba.
corpse, your head became filled with images of blooming yellow dandelions.
What?
Oh, you're talking now. Was I correct? If you consider the situation logically, even an elementary school student would understand.
Huh?
Fine. Allow me to pluck some of those dandelions from your mind. I will ask 3 questions. Please answer honestly.
Okay. Don't worry, I'll wait here while everything loads.
First question. The cold storage warehouse was not in regular operation, but even so, the AC was on, and a minus 58-degree
Yes,
temperature was
I pointed that
maintained.
out when we were on the other thing.
Why is that?
Because someone was using it. It's because the warehouse was being used
Why? For what purpose?
to preserve something.
To preserve something.
Yes.
Okay.
Let us move on to the next question. Second question. There was something strange about the corpse. Do you remember what that was?
It's completely frozen.
Iris's body was completely frozen. The temperature read negative 58. With Iris's weight... Just wondering, but how much do you weigh?
Don't you know it's rude to ask a
Oh, right,
lady
we know
that?
her weight.
105 pounds.
I see. 105, huh?
God, that did become important?
It should
Fuck
have
off
taken about
with
18
that.
hours to freeze solid. But we were...
Wait a moment. Before you draw your conclusion, allow me to ask my final question.
Okay.
Question 3. 2 days ago, Sunday night, you found a dead body in the cold storage warehouse. But afterward, you visited the Sagan household
Wait,
and discovered that
Is
Iris
there
was
just
in fact still
a
alive.
frozen body double of Iris somewhere? Is that what we're going with?
Why?
The corpse was a hallucination.
What I saw on Sunday must have been a hallucination. It was a dream.
No, Date. You're overthinking it. You saw the corpse.
Okay.
But Iris was alive, which means...
The corpse is an iris.
You mean...
You've got it.
I bolted into the warehouse like I was shot out of a gun. Huh. I guess that makes sense.
I don't believe it.
The stomach is swollen slightly. She appears to have been pregnant.
How?
Do not worry. The uterus does not contain a fetus.
What?
You mean after she was killed?
No. The fetus was not present in her body when she was killed. She must have been killed after giving birth. The distended stomach does not immediately shrink after birth.
What?
The expanded uterus takes some time to return to its normal size.
What? So this isn't Iris then?
This evidence makes one thing perfectly obvious.
This corpse isn't Iris.
Then why does it look so much like her?
It's someone else.
Which means...
Iris is still alive.
Not necessarily. She could be alive. We haven't confirmed that yet.
So... Okay, so it is just they have a frozen, preserved corpse of someone that looks almost identical to Iris. The fuck?
Multiple stab wounds with
Yep.
a single-edged, sharp object to the
And
victim's
those are
back.
the... Okay. Now here's the important question. Why did we see a vision of this exact corpse in Mizuki's Somnium way back in the beginning?
Judging by the size and shape of the marks, the
Why
weapon
was
most
this
likely a
something either
kitchen knife.
Mizuki or we already knew about?
This matches what you said on Sunday.
So this is the body I saw then. Is there an estimated time of death?
Impossible to determine. This body has been completely frozen for at least 10 years.
10 years. What the fuck? The fuck do I make of that? Is that Iris's mom? Did Iris have an older sister at some point?
10 years? She was killed more than 10 years ago?
Exactly.
Who the fuck is this?
Her identity is unknown. Her killer is also unknown.
The wrong eyeball being removed was all... Okay, so I was right about the
There is
wrong
one
eyeball being
likely
removed being a
suspect.
tip-off that this is not the same killer.
Who?
Let's consider the clues. The scene. Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse.
Which hasn't been owned and operated
Sunday
by
night, we saw
Renju
So
for over... Okay, so it's...
And there is something else about So Sejima. We witnessed someone similar to Iris being stabbed repeatedly in So's
So it's not Iris he was stabbing.
But it wasn't Iris. It was this woman.
That is highly likely.
Given some of the theories we've been coming up with for Umineko, I'm looking at this and I'm like, fuck off. Really?
What we saw was So's memory from more than 10 years ago.
I believe that is the case.
Ah. And, okay, and as they explained, our own impressions of Iris kind of imprinted on what he... Okay, that makes sense.
Renju and So?
But we still do not know where Renju is.
That means that we need to talk to...
So Sejima.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Mizuki and Ota kept searching for Iris, but unfortunately they didn't turn up anything. Iris's whereabouts are still unknown. I'm worried about her, but without any leads, we'd just be looking for her blindly. I should focus on the investigation for now. I'll have to have a warm-up for the answer arcs, right? Exactly. God, I gotta say, I felt like, we're currently watching through episode 2 of that. We felt pretty confident about some of the stuff we came up with episode 1. Episode 2, however, is kicking our ass. We've got some stuff in it, but, like, holy shit, I feel like that one's kicking my ass.
Never to show your face here again.
Fuck off, so... Question him.
I didn't come here for Shoko today. I didn't come here for Iris either. Instead, I'm here for a girl who looks like Iris. Did you kill her?
Date, look.
I knew it. You killed her, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've had enough of your shit, Congressman. You wanted to check on the body of the girl you killed. That's why you were at the cold storage warehouse 2 days ago.
What? Okay, but why would you preserve her corpse for that long? What the fuck?
Where is Renju Okiura? You know where he is, don't you? You were at an Okiura fishery warehouse for a reason. There's definitely a connection between you two, and that's not all. Number 89 called your secretary. The same number 89 that Renju escaped with. Now tell me, where...
Suddenly, a gang of bodyguards stormed out of the mansion. In an instant, they surrounded me.
We'd like to ask you to please leave.
I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so. Well, I guess I do think so, actually, turns out.
Damn it, so!
There's nothing we can do.
I gotta say, running in and blindly accusing him and tipping our hand was not the smartest move. Right? Like, at that point, I wouldn't go up and just start blindly accusing him. I'd follow up on those leads without alerting him. I feel like telling him everything we're currently thinking in our investigation without having, like, a firm endpoint that connects him to it is kind of a dumb move.
We did arrive without a warrant. We were technically trespassing. If he had called the police, we would be in a predicament. We would have been detained immediately. Who would look after Iris then? Do you intend to leave your responsibility with Mizuki and Ota?
Ugh.
Calm down, Date. We still have our lead.
Lead?
Before I explain, we need to discuss the corpse in the cold
Okay, so
storage
this is the
warehouse.
ending where we put everything together, I guess. So then what's the other
Let's
ending?
give her a name. Because she is frozen solid, we could call her All Ice or Alice. What do you think? Alice and Iris.
Sure.
I believe it fits nicely.
Daily, why is Date a cop again? Question. Right? Right? Also, have we not just, like, looked at missing persons reports for the past, from 10 years ago yet? I feel like that's in a database somewhere we could look up, right? And if it's sorted by hair color, pink is clearly a natural hair color in this setting, but not a common one. So, like, that should narrow it down?
All right, Alice. What about her?
Someone might be able to identify her.
Who?
Allow me to ask you 3
Again?
questions.
Again with this?
First question. You have seen this corpse more than twice. 3 times, in fact. When was the first time?
Was in Mizuki's Somnium, right? I don't remember what day that was. Hold on, let's look at the flowchart. I think it was on a Saturday when the game starts, or is it Friday on the game starts? So that's on Saturday. Okay, so it's Saturday when we saw it for the first time.
Three days ago. Saturday night when I synced at Abyss.
Yes. In the Somnium world. We saw the frozen corpse.
Okay,
of
so
the
we are
girl.
coming back to this.
Question 2. Who is the girl?
Who was the frozen girl we saw in the sink? That must be Alice, then.
Now I know. That girl was probably Alice.
Most likely, yes. So we have technically known Alice for 3 days.
Still,
One
a
last
corpse
thing.
that's so similar to Iris as to be basically indistinguishable. But also not like a twin? Alright.
The final question. In which Somnium did we see Alice?
It's Mizuki's. That's what I was saying earlier. Yeah.
My roommate. Mizuki
You call her
Okiura.
your roommate? She's
Exactly.
basically your daughter, Date. Come
You
on now.
mentioned something about Mizuki's Somnium being some kind of prophecy. But prophecies are nonsense. Dreams are not made of the future. They are made from
The
the
Socratic
past.
method of investigation. Hey, if it works, I guess.
Therefore,
Mizuki has seen Alice before.
there is no other explanation.
Iba, where is Mizuki now?
Where we went with Iris yesterday, Ikume Shrine.
The shrine.
Why is
Why would she be
Adrian an
there?
option? I don't know. Adrian has been an option a couple times now, and I don't know what to make of it. Maybe it's just a joke option I don't get. Do we know an Adrian? Let me see. We still have 2 people we don't fucking know. 3 people we don't fucking know yet. There are still 3 people we don't have oh, wow. Oh, okay.
Unknown. She is supposed to be looking for Iris.
Okay, let's go.
Adrian is the killer confirmed? How did you know that? I just looked. It was spoiled by the UI. Joke option where Date and Aiba start quoting Rocky to each other. Oh, I see. I don't know if you're actually telling the truth or if you just convinced me of a lie, but either way, hi, Itapupu.
Date,
Did you find Iris?
if I did, I would have told you already.
Right.
But we know why she comes here now. Pretty flowers are blooming. Stone monument. I wish you could still see like the stump of the tree that she knocked down. Alright, so no funny details today. That's fine. What are you doing here?
Iris used to like this shrine. She told me about all her memories here. We used to come here all the time.
I see.
You know those steps in the front?
Yep.
We would sit there together and talk about things. Like what gluten-free means, and eyelash extensions, and aerial yoga. And we would talk about all our problems together.
Aerial yoga? You know what? Never mind. Sure, I'll take that at face value.
Sometimes we would talk late into the night. So I thought that maybe she'd be here, but it looks like I was wrong.
God damn it.
I think he's searching Akihabara right now. Last time he checked in, he said he didn't have anything.
What about Renju?
I think Iris is with Renju.
With Daddy?
Yeah. Her note mentioned her most trusted person.
Which is either
It's probably
Renju or more likely 89.
Yeah. I remember that mermaid girl saying something like that.
Mizuki hit it so hard it broke apart into its base components off screen. Fair enough. That would do it.
He was looking for Iris.
Thank you. So glad we loaded all that in just for that moment. Thank you, game.
Does that mean that Daddy is the one who called for Iris?
It could be. So I need to know where he is.
But I haven't been able to get a hold of him.
Mizuki, I have something very important to ask you.
Yep, and it's going to take a while for the game to load the assets for us to ask. I told Mizuki about the frozen corpse we called Alice.
You've seen her before, haven't you?
Oof. Hi, 12-year-old kid. You want to tell us when you saw this frozen body?
3 days ago, I saw her in your somnium. The body of a girl who looks like Iris, Alice. Your dreams are built from your memories, so that corpse... Mizuki, please, answer me. Iris's life is at stake.
Huh? What do you mean?
I told Mizuki everything. About how Renju ran off with the assassin number 89. About how 89 is connected to So Shijima. And that Shijima is linked to Alice's murder.
I need to know everything about Alice. If I find out who she is, I might be able to solve the mystery of Renju and number 89.
Aiba could have searched the missing persons database already and found this answer, but that's fine.
That might lead me to Iris.
Mizuki looked down at her feet quietly. I could see agony in her face. The silence lingered. Finally, she steeled herself, lifted her head, and spoke.
Okay. I'll tell you about Alice.
Who is it?
It was about a month ago. I saw my daddy crying in the president's office at Lemniscape.
Okay. So, someone Renju knew.
I was peeking through a crack in the door so he didn't see me. Daddy got up, then got into his car and drove away. I had never seen him like that before. I was curious, so I followed him in a taxi.
Okay.
that led me to the cold storage warehouse.
All right.
He got out of his car and went inside. I followed right behind him, quietly.
He didn't notice the taxi tailing him to the... Okay, never mind. Don't
Daddy
care.
was standing next to the forklift in the back. I hid behind a shelf. I watched Daddy open the hood of the forklift, and then, after a little bit, he left. I wanted to know what he was looking at. I went over to the forklift, and I looked under the hood myself.
I see. It's all coming together.
I saw Alice's dead body.
Funny about how Mizuki seems to know about her still seems like a reasonable thing to do, even if not strictly necessary. Right? Yeah, I guess that's fair.
But at the time...
Why didn't you call the police?
What was I supposed to do? Daddy would have been in trouble.
So you kept quiet this whole time?
Yeah.
What did you do after that?
The corpse looked exactly like Iris. I couldn't believe she was dead. I just
So,
couldn't.
the timeline doesn't work for that to be Iris's mom, and it doesn't work for it to be Iris's twin either. So, I guess we're opening the way to genetic cloning? Yeah, genetic cloning? It's a sci-fi setting, right? This is probably it.
So I went to Iris's house.
Iris is a clone. And the brain tumor is a result of imperfections in the cloning process.
Huh?
Boom.
What's wrong, Mizuki?
Hard read.
Iris was alive. I thought I was going crazy or dreaming. I tried to convince myself that it was just a hallucination.
Talk to Renju about it?
What do you mean? I couldn't just ask. It would have changed everything. I thought that as long as I stayed quiet, everything would be okay.
Fair enough.
I didn't see a dead body. I wasn't even at the warehouse.
Can't really fault her for that. She's a
Repeated that to
literal
myself
child.
Over and over and tried to forget the whole thing.
Repressed memories are often the subject of somnia.
That's why Alice showed up during the sync.
So we'll ask her about it then.
I actually met with one of the higher-ups at Daddy's company last night. Before I went to Matsushita Diner.
Why?
Because you asked about the cold storage. I was curious. I asked around some, and...
And?
I found out that Daddy was managing the warehouse before I was born. After my grandpa died, Daddy took over. In exchange for managing the warehouse, he gave ownership of the company to someone else. I guess he didn't want to let this
So it
place
was just
go.
a feint.
Or maybe he couldn't let it go.
Okay.
That's more accurate, I think. But I understand why. Inside that warehouse was...
So the whole thing was a okay. So that feels like a weird mystery to build up. And like, oh, but they haven't owned it for 17 years. Actually, turns out they did. It was just a lie. It was like, well, that's a non-mystery. Come on now.
On paper, Daddy has nothing to do with Okiura Fishery. Daddy was still managing the warehouse. And he was the only one allowed in there, too. That was part of the agreement when he gave up the company.
I see.
And the whole thing had to be a secret. He really stressed that point.
I see. How long was he managing that warehouse then?
Hey, Mizuki, how long was he managing the warehouse?
For 18 years.
So right before he killed someone.
That's what the man told
I
me.
see.
18 years?
So just before it changed
From
hands.
that long ago?
Yes.
Iba, I need an emergency search. Missing persons from 18 years ago.
Understood.
Huh?
Date, I found her. The girl who looks like Iris.
Okay, so now we're doing the thing I was saying we should have done a while ago.
What's her name?
Monica Ey. 19 years old at the time of her disappearance.
Wait, that timing does work for her to be her mother now. I thought it was just 10 years, but if it's 18, then that does make sense.
A graduate of Etoku High School.
What?
So she was in the same class as the... Oh, wow.
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High.
Iris isn't her child. Oh, fuck.
We've known each other for 20 years now.
Oh, balls.
When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Iwai, my best friend.
That name
One
again.
of the only friends I had.
Okay, so that name has come up before. Yeah, that name did come up at least once before. I guess I could have done the hard read if I remembered that name.
Alice's Monica.
Just Monica.
Hitomi's friend. Who went to the same school as her
no,
and Renju.
no. Okay, well, I'll take that one back.
But why?
This game is fucking awesome. Can we just stress that again?
Monica's body was found just now, but even back then, Hitomi knew. She knew that Monica was already dead.
So, I guess we go talk to Hitomi then, right?
Aiba, where is Hitomi right now?
At headquarters for questioning. MPD still believes that the body they discovered was Iris.
Got it. Contact boss. Have them bring Hitomi to Abyss.
Excellent.
Roger that.
All right. We're going to take a quick break, y'all, for just so I can refresh my coffee. I'll be back in 5-10 minutes. You all know the drill. Stand up, walk around for a bit. Drink some water, eat some food, take your meds if you need to. See you in a sec. I'm back. Ugh, now with a fresh new cup of coffee. Still shitty pod coffee, but it's a new cup. Just had to take a quick break there and talk with Viv. She got to sleep in because it's President's Day and she wanted to sleep in. So I was like, okay, you got the day off. You could sleep in. And now we're interrogating Hitomi.
You're awfully calm. You saw the corpse of your daughter today. You were called into the station to confirm her identity. And yet here you are, cool as a cucumber, even though you lost your precious daughter. Shall I guess why?
How can Hitomi stay calm? Let's go through our info here.
Her name is Iwai Monica. She has been missing for 18 years. She was 19 years old at the time she went missing. Monica, Hitomi Sagan, and Renju Okiura all attended Eitoku High School. Monica's body was found completely frozen solid. Her right eye was missing. Her body shows multiple stab wounds from an edged weapon to the back of the torso. The cause of death was those stab wounds. The murder weapon was most likely a kitchen knife. She was also pregnant until just before her time of death.
Okay.
Monica's corpse was hidden under the hood of a forklift in Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. This warehouse has been under Renju's management for 18 years. Mizuki witnessed Renju checking on the corpse. This of course means that Renju knew about Monica. Because Monica's corpse is completely frozen, it is difficult to determine her time of death. However, her appearance appears to be unchanged from when she went missing 18 years ago.
I don't know how to place her in this frame here.
It is extremely likely she was killed around that time.
18 is 6 times 3. 666, the number of the beast. Monica was sacrificed by Nizatlaws? Yeah, she was.
So her baby would be...
Just turning 18.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as it became 18 years and not 10 years, then her Iris being her child made a lot more sense. Okay. So, I was still operating under the 10 years ago thing. So let's do...
Because that body isn't Iris, and you know it.
Are you serious?
Yes. Her name is Monica Iwai. She was killed when she was 19. She went to the same high school as you, and she was your best friend. Isn't that right? Nothing to say for
And that's
yourself?
why she's raising her child.
Hiding something? Maybe you killed her with Renju.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, now you're talking. But we know Renju committed a crime, illegally disposing of a body, and we can prove it.
Because of this. Oh, right. Show with Y. I know how to do buttons.
The cold storage warehouse where the body was found. It's been managed by Renju Okiura for almost 2 decades now, and witness testimony proves that he knew about the corpse there. And if I'm not mistaken, you knew about the corpse too, Hitomi. You and Renju have been close since high school.
Yeah, they have.
It's not too much of a stretch to think that he told you about the body, and I remember you telling me once.
When I was young, I lost someone very important
Is
to me.
Hitomi also
Monica
gay?
Iwai, my best friend.
Is everyone... Are
One of
all
the
the gays in
only
this
friends I
game
had.
committing crimes? Because if so, I've got very complicated feelings about that.
How did you know that she was dead?
I didn't.
Don't play dumb. I know you're hiding something. You know what happened 18 years ago, and you knew she was pregnant. You were her best friend. Of course you would have known. Tell me everything.
Date, she's not going to talk. Sync with her.
God damn it. Oh, fun. We get to do Hitomi trauma time now. Woo! Is there anyone we haven't synced with yet that has a character model and everything? Yeah, okay, there's a bunch. Never mind.
Date, I'm sure I've told you enough times by now, but please, come back within 6 minutes.
I can't promise you that, Pewter.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm not coming back until I find something.
Date, you can't.
Why not?
You know why.
Because it will take over my consciousness?
Yes.
But if it's only a little...
No, not even a little. If the sync passes the critical point, the damage will be irreparable.
Feelings
But
may
what
be
does that
complicated, but
mean
be gay, do
exactly?
crime is simple. That's true. Yeah, tell us. I want to know more about the consequences. We gonna get anything funny? Nope. Nothing funny. Only serious. You two hiding something.
No.
I'm not hiding anything.
Then let's try it. Let's experiment with my mind. Then we'll know for sure what'll happen.
Fine. I'll just say it.
Yeah?
Pewter, tell him.
Me?
You know more about it than I do.
Well...
Good. We were using this stuff without knowing what it would do to us. Thanks.
Well, first off...
Boston Pewter. Hey,
6
Lucas.
minutes is not a hard limit. It could be 7, or even 8.
I don't care about the exact time. I'm asking what happens if you go beyond the limit.
Sequel, it turns out Date left Abyss because he was tired of having a front row seat for the trauma of everyone he meets. Right? We only get one shot of him in the trailer for Nirvana Initiative, and it's him. He's got an eye patch where Aiba was. So, and it looks like and from the rest of the trailer, it seems like Aiba now resides with Mizuki. So, either he didn't feel like replacing Aiba with someone else, or Date is no longer at Abyss, or it's unclear.
Do you remember the story I told you about the egg?
Yeah, why?
If you imagine an egg as your consciousness, the yolk is what goes into the subject's brain. The white remains inside your shell. If you go beyond the limit, your yolk will not be able to return to its shell.
Because the subject's mind will start to take over the sinker's consciousness, right? I know that part already.
Indeed. But there's more.
Okay, what's the more?
After the yolk is devoured, the egg white is brought through the machine.
Why would you
next.
design it that way? That's so stupid.
Huh?
And there's more. It's not just the sinker's brain. The same process eventually occurs in the subject's as well. In other words, the entire egg ends up being replaced. Mind, consciousness, memory, they are traded. Switched.
That's why. That's why there are so many bodies. Someone is fucking body hopping. That's what the killer is fucking body hopping. That's what it has to be.
The human brain has what can be understood as a memory limit. One brain can only hold one consciousness. And
that's the conclusion here, right? That explains why they're killing so many people, right? It's like, I don't know to what end they would be doing that, to get close. Like, maybe they're trying to get close to someone in particular. Maybe they're just trying to keep themselves alive. But it's definitely them body hopping. Anything else?
Now you know
That
everything.
was a wonderfully cathartic silence of oh, I get it. Damn. Sorry, it's just. And the thing is, it's not completely without foreshadowing, right? Like, they talk about the way that it works, and I'm like, that seems really slippery. Why would they design it that way? Why would it be maybe that's, like, how it has to be, but, like, why would it be that there's kind of, like, an intermingling rather than... And then it's because that's not what the machine is doing. That's what we're using the machine to do, but that's not what the machine itself does. We are using what's effectively a byproduct of it. Oh, wow! It seemed like there was some body hopping shit going on, but it was unclear what the mechanic for it was. What tipped you off to the body hopping?
Talk to the boss.
Why'd you keep this a secret?
I was unaware of this as well. This information is not on any accessible databases.
We had to prevent the possibility that the system could be
But the person
exploited.
who's using the prototype one already knows this and is using it.
Exploited? But
Even if it wasn't you, someone else might try.
This means we have to reevaluate everything we thought we knew about some of these characters. Like anyone... Oh, shit. Can you remember anyone who was acting very differently between routes? There was definitely a timeline where Boss was starting to... Seems like different people were implicated in every route. Yeah! That's a... So good! So it definitely seems like Iris was the one that got in the big other route there. So many characters seem suspicious, and also Iris is acting vastly different between branches. I was wondering about that. I had chalked that up initially to the idea that Iris just... because she has no reason to trust us. Why would she, right? And if she has no reason, why would she open up to us like that? But no, that makes perfect sense, because Iris would have been the last one... it hadn't even crossed my mind that body switching might be a part of it, but that explains so much! I'm good.
We didn't tell any sinkers this, including
Yeah, that
you.
seems like a bad decision, boss, considering we're the ones using it.
Project Sync is a top-secret project. It's a matter of national security. Even sinkers are on a need-to-know
Okay, but they
basis.
seem like the people who would have to know.
Think about it. What if you were kidnapped by bad people who tried to make you talk?
Was Iris Somnium being different between routes? You know what? You know what? You're right. You're right. Iris' Somnium being different should have been a bigger tip-off. Basically no overlap that could connect them. I was wondering if it was just because she was, like, less open to talking to people about it, but... Huh. Shit! I didn't even think we'd go fucking Body Snatcher on this one, but apparently we are. That's great. Oh!
bad people?
What a well fucking executed... I love it. I love it.
A
I am
criminal organization,
all about
spies
this.
from another country. Those
I love it because it's clearly foreshadowed. By the time you unlock this route, you have enough information where you could either put it together or like get the kind of the framework for what must be happening, right? I was still operating on the assumption that, like, I didn't even cross my mind. I was trying to figure out, like, okay, what are the motivations of these characters that would cause them to act so differently between routes? What is it that changes so drastically? It never even occurred to me.
If you blabbed about Project Sync, the entire country might be at risk. You heard it from Pewter. The sync machine isn't just for entering a person's somnium. It can also be used to swap bodies between two people. Imagine what this machine would be used for in the wrong hands.
Oh, yeah. Just imagine, huh?
That's why I didn't tell you. We can't let this secret get out.
Swapping bodies between two people? Trading minds?
Oh, man. Sorry, I'm still... Oh, that's so fucking good. Oh, I love it. Shoko's eyeball is in Renju's stomach. The only options for that are the killer forced Renju to eat it for some reason, or B, Renju ate it willingly.
Are you listening to me?
I didn't know what to make of that. Why?
Are you really okay?
I'm fine.
Are we really okay? No, Pewter. We're clinically depressed.
Let us begin.
Actually, I want... Is that what the med... Is the med thing a whole fake out? Is it just that Date is, like, actual, like, brain chemical level depression? But why would he eat the eyeball? What does that accomplish? The info at the very end of a route to the killer's sadistic seems like an insufficient reasoning. Right? It's like, what does that mean? I'm still not sure how that fits. Like, was it just him trying to remove the evidence? There's still a bunch of mysteries, like who's conscious hopping. Exactly! It's so unclear right now. Like, I thought we had nailed it down to, like, certain people who must have been involved, but the entire basis of my thinking is faulty.
I am the god of fire. I burn erotic books with my flames of red-hot anger.
Thanks.
My, how ruthless.
Thanks, Iva.
Ow!
Are you okay?
That hurt.
I'll let you read this porno mag if it'll make you feel better.
I will burn it.
The fog is making it pitch black.
Oh, look, we're in PS1 era Silent Hill. Oh, man.
The light over there. Is that a firefly? Somnium scan. Activate.
God, sorry, I'm still kind of recovering over here. That was just that is a really, really well executed maneuver there. Like, it is. All right, only 3 mental locks this time. Let's go. Oh no, there's number 4. Reveal Hitomi's secret buried deep inside. Okay. This Somnium, the best one? The best one, huh? That's some, big words you're using there.
It disappeared?
No, wait. It might still be nearby.
Alright. Let's go ahead and save here.
A flower bud. I cannot identify the variety.
It's gonna be a winter iris, isn't it?
I cannot identify the type of flower in this state. It appears to be some kind of lily.
Or a lily. Okay. Is there anything else in here? Nope, literally just this.
A flower bud.
Let's go ahead and smell.
What happened?
It doesn't have any particular smell, but for some reason I nearly blacked out.
Maybe it's poisonous. Be careful.
What's this? Caring words from you, Date. What are you
Oh, come on. Is there anything else in here now? There's nothing else in here.
A flower bud.
Worship the flower.
Worship it?
Yeah.
I will pray to it as though I am mourning the dead.
Huh. Okay.
It bloomed a little?
I don't know what caused it, but it's better than nothing happening.
Okay. Sure. What's our new objective now? Shake.
A hole in a tree.
Okay,
I
so
may
our
be able to
objective
fit
is shake
inside.
now? Let's go ahead and stick our hand in.
I am not going to be eaten or anything, right?
I have discovered a new inhalant. Yes, you did.
Whoa! I fell, but I am still in the forest.
It's darker than before.
What? Is someone there?
Hey!
That voice is...
Find out where that voice is coming
Huh.
5 minutes left, Date.
I'm walking over to Renju. There he is.
Renju.
What's going on?
Renju, what are you doing in a place like this?
He won't answer.
Not in a place like this, at least.
Okay, then.
Renju.
Hit him?
This is for neglecting your responsibility to Mizuki, you coward! No use. I can't hit him.
This Renju is still a teenager. He wouldn't know Mizuki yet.
Okay.
Renju.
Flirt with him? Trying to think of what teenage Renju would do.
Yoo-hoo, Renju! Come get some of this. Come on!
Sorry, that was a bad idea.
Don't apologize. This is Renju's fault for having bad taste.
Fair enough.
Renju.
I guess it must be inspect.
He looks young, but this is definitely Renju Okura.
Raymond Animal Crossing. Poor kitten is lost in the forest. Right?
That's a long time ago.
No, it's not that. Okay. Hole in tree number 2. Let's try that. We wasted a lot of time on Renju there.
A hole. I am not going to.
That's strange.
Did you want to see me get sucked in?
The dude still looks like a creep. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
A hole.
Let's take a peek inside, I guess, and we'll use a timey just to. Why not? This one doesn't seem very punishing on the time because it seems very unclear what you're meant to do, but.
I cannot see anything.
Anything else?
I do not see anywhere that air could be flowing from. A hole in the tree.
Huh. What if we scream?
The Emperor is naked!
Okay. What about the Empress, though?
The Empress is naked!
Sounds like my kind of empire. Let's move there. I don't see anything.
Nor do I.
Huh.
A hole in the...
I don't understand what they want from me here.
Understood. I will do my best.
There it is.
This is a picture of Hitomi, Renju, and Monica.
Everyone is so young. Hold on to that.
Okay. What if we bring this back to Renju now?
Renju.
There it is. I'm saving the quarter timey.
Renju, look at this.
Sick literature reference, Iba. Right? Oh.
Wait!
Renju, stop!
Okay, so showing him the picture. We had to get sucked through the tree. Tackle the next tree. Show Renju the picture.
What is this hole?
Let's jump in.
Really?
Yeah, go ahead.
Understood.
I don't know what to make of any of this.
It's even more difficult to see now. Another voice? Monica! That's Hitomi's voice.
Where is she? Look for her.
So they're both looking for Monica, who's run away. Do they accidentally kill her and then preserve her body to like? Huh. So jumping in that hole. Hole in tree number 3.
Another hole in a tree.
Those are pretty big.
Let's try tackling it first and foremost.
Leave it to me. I will break it down. Huh? Ah! Date, perhaps we should pursue a more peaceful route.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
A hole in a tree.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
Peek inside.
What is this? A web of some kind?
Well, it would have to be a spider web.
I have web on my face.
So that's not it. Is it Scream?
A hole in a...
I really don't understand what they want from us
Hitomi!
here.
Date likes Hitomi.
Hey, what are you trying to say? Hitomi won't remember this sick, but still.
Okay, so Screaming gets Hitomi here.
Hitomi stopped.
We're definitely gonna have to redo this.
That's Hitomi.
We hugging Hitomi?
Hitomi? I see.
Well?
She dresses modestly, but underneath she has a curvaceous body.
Good work, Aiba. That's good to know.
Does that... No? I guess talking?
That's Hitomi. Hitomi, what are you doing here?
Okay, then talk to Hitomi.
Guess she can't hear you. She looks like she's looking for something.
No, not talk to Hitomi.
That's Hitomi.
You have 1 minute left.
She's looking for something. This is fucking impossible, isn't it?
That's Hitomi. Hitomi Sagan. Like Renju, this
Navigating in the
must have been
Somnium is such a pain. I
approximately 20 years
agree.
ago.
Something must have happened around that time.
Okay.
That's Hitomi.
Is this...
Where?
Well, you could, you know...
But in this Somnium, she might be a minor.
Her stomach.
If you say so.
Is that the right... No? Nothing?
I touched it.
So, what's the softness situation? Tell me.
It was soft. Nice and pliant. No noticeable abdominal muscles.
Valuable information indeed. Thank you, Aiba.
What the fuck am I supposed to do then?
Date, you've got less than 30 seconds.
Alright. Let's go ahead and load the save. Oh no, I just saved over it. Fuck. Okay, hold on. I was like, why is this not working? Okay. Shit. Well, fuck me. Okay. We're gonna go over here.
A hole.
And then we're going to tackle this tree.
Beetles might fall.
This isn't one of...
Beetles might fall out. Nice.
Nothing.
Did you want something?
Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, hold on. Oh, we had to go through the tree first.
A hole.
Right.
I am not going to be eaten or anything.
Dante's like, I know
right?
I only have 2 minutes, but what's the ab situation like, though? Okay. Fuck, right. We gotta fall through.
It's dark.
What? That...
Fine.
5 minutes left, Date.
Okay. Tackle this tree.
A hole in... Understood. This is a...
Everyone.
Okay. Then we find Renju. I do like how there are lights kind of guiding you so you can kind of figure stuff out, but it's still like...
Renju...
Showing the picture.
Renju. Wait!
Renju!
Four minutes.
And we jump in the hole.
What is this?
Use a timey. Save some time.
Yeah.
Okay. So neither the tree nor Hitomi
Where is she?
have what we're looking for here. And we'll drop another save at this point. So neither the tree... Okay, no, we had to put our face into the tree. Right? Putting the face in the tree got Hitomi to appear.
Another hole.
Those are pretty...
Or was it screaming? Screaming at the tree got Hitomi to appear.
Hitomi, Date.
Hey, Hitomi!
Okay, so Hitomi's here now.
Hitomi.
Is there anything else we can do with this tree while we're here?
A hole in...
We've already done all the other things here, right?
A hole in it.
Yeah, we stuck our hand in, we tackled it, we peeked, nothing happens. It's got to be one of the rocks. Okay.
A rock.
Are you fucking kidding? Why are there 4 fucking options for all of these?
This is a simple rock.
Is there any kind of pattern?
No.
Uh-huh. It's a very complicated rock.
A rock.
Worship the rock.
But it's
Gods live in the rocks too, you know.
a rather Japanese way of thinking.
Just try it.
If you insist.
How was it? You've cleared your head, right?
Yes. I now feel a sense of emptiness.
Guess it was a waste of time.
I do not want to hear that.
Okay,
from
so that
you.
didn't help. Guess we'll just check all 3 of the rocks.
3 minutes.
One after the other. Until we find whatever option works on them.
Do what?
Just try.
Understood.
I feel like this is supposed to be very emotional and stuff, and and
Well, did you find
maybe
anything?
it will be, but like
No, of course
I
not.
feel like it being very unclear what we're meant to do is not
A
helping.
rock. Understood.
Sorry I made you kick it.
My foot hurts.
I see.
My foot hurts.
Sorry.
Okay. Cool, it wasn't that rock. Let's check the other rocks.
A rock. A rock.
Guess we'll investigate this rock.
This is a simple rock, but
Is there any kind of pattern?
no.
So no pattern on this rock. Are we supposed to find a rock with a pattern on it? Let's check out the other rock then.
A rock.
Definitely your least favorite
This
somnium.
is a simple rock.
Is there any kind of...
No.
Ah! I'm going to
A rock.
scream. I will not scream. Let's continue investigating the
Just
rocks.
Under.
Well?
No.
Well, we already tried all the options in Hitomi. We tried all the options on the tree, right?
A rock.
Like, I did do those last time. I'm not just misremembering that. Kick it.
Understood.
I see.
My foot.
Sorry.
This all appears to be exactly the same.
A rock. But it's
God's...
a rock.
Just...
If you.
This dialogue's this, like, it's the same. Find the rock, Johnson. Maybe.
How was it?
Yeah.
Guess it...
I do.
Okay.
A rock.
Cool. Awesome.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
A rock.
Alright, so we've done everything we can on that rock. Do I need to do something at the tree again after making Hitomi appear? Is that what this is? Do I need to go back to the tree?
A hole in.
Let's try that.
Leave it to me. I will. Date, perhaps
Yeah, I agree.
a hole in a.
I could have sworn I tried these, but like, let's just double check.
A cord
Are you
bracelet.
fucking
Might be
kidding me right now?
important. Hold on to it.
I'm so happy. So happy. I tried all of the tree options, and then I tried all the Hitomi options. I didn't think. Alright. Hole. We gotta jump in the hole. Okay.
What is this?
Yeah, go ahead.
I love it here. This somnium. Yeah, you don't say. Also, all the unnecessary panty shots of Iba, but you know, whatever.
Another voice. Monica! That's Hitomi's
Problem is
voice.
that I feel like
Where
this
is
is supposed
she?
to be a big
for
climactic
her.
thing, and it's very difficult to, there we go. Back to the tree.
Another.
Those are pretty...
So we want to scream first,
Hitomi! Date!
Hey,
right?
It told me... Still...
Then Hitomi appears,
Hitomi. A hole in.
and then we stick our hand in. Okay.
A cord.
Might be important.
And then we bring this bracelet to Hitomi. Where are you at, Hitomi? We're here.
3 minutes, Date.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
That's Hitomi.
Okay.
Do you remember this?
Okay, so she's outie 5,000.
Wait!
Follow her!
On it!
Alright, we're on the last one. I will drop another save, and I will not accidentally save over it this time. Believe me, it'll happen. Okay. Reveal the secret. Where's the next hole?
A large hole.
Jump on in.
If there is nothing left to do.
Get on in that hole, I should rephrase that.
Date, what is going on?
I don't know. It's pitch black. I can't see anything.
I see. Then it is not me malfunctioning.
Can you feel your way around?
I can try.
Okay, so that helped us. Cluster Amaryllis. I see something over there.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date.
I'm working on it, boss. There's a big fucking tree in my way.
A licorice flower.
Guess we worship the flower, huh?
Nothing.
That's to be expected, but...
A licorice.
Grab it? Maybe?
I feel...
Okay.
It's useless.
It's
The
all
roots must be
useless.
strong. It won't budge. A licorice flower.
Let's dig it up.
Let's do it.
I get that these operate on dream logic and all that, right?
What?
But I wish there was still, like, some kind of indication of what you were meant to be doing. Like, the one with Mayumi was a little bit, like, even though it's dream logic, it's still easier because you have the guiding thing, like, you're supposed to be helping her recreate her memories. And that can guide your decisions. Whereas this one is just, like, we have no fucking... I guess having to have jumped in several holes to get to this point, maybe dig it up would have been reasonable to think of first.
A large hole.
Yeah, good luck ending here with 120
We've come
seconds
this
left.
far. I will...
I have a face planting with simulator with Rainju and Hitomi running around in the background, I guess. Appears to be so. A large hole. Yeah. Hole. We have good times here.
That is...
Alright, so what'd they do? They kill her, or did they discover her body? They discovered her body. Is that it? No, it looks like they're burying her. So, I guess they must have been the ones to... So that would make the two of them the original serial killer? Interesting. Not sure I saw that coming. And my guess about the original killers being 89 and 89 and the old mob boss, that just being a party line. I guess that must be true then.
Hitomi, I think I know what happened 18 years ago. You three were close. You, Monica, and Renju.
Okay, so no, they didn't. Okay, they did just discover her body. Okay, they did.
Monica was murdered.
That's what
You
it
and
was.
Renju
Okay,
found the body
I'm
in
not
the
really
woods.
good at reading like stuff like that, like what I'm meant to be taking away from it. So, forgive me.
And you brought it back to the cold storage warehouse. And my guess is So Sejima killed Monica. I've seen inside his head before, using this machine.
I see. If you know that much, then there's no point in hiding it anymore. I'll tell you the truth.
Sounds good. Help us get some closure in this depressing ass game, huh? 18 years ago. Is the implication that...
Wait, you're going to see So?
Is the implication that Iris is Renju's child?
Yes. I want to talk to him in person.
No, you can't.
Why not? Are you worried about my body? You don't have to worry about that. I'm totally fine.
But your stomach is still...
Oh, my doctor told me that's normal. Your stomach doesn't go down right away after giving birth.
I'm not worried about your body. I don't know how to explain it.
Tommy's little beret is great. It is pretty great.
So doesn't care about you, and especially not your child.
So's child.
I haven't told him about giving birth. He contacted me for the first time in a while.
So that's why.
He wants to know about the baby.
He must be panicking.
Baby.
If anyone ever finds out his mistress had his baby, his political career would be
That's
over.
what it is. That's
It's not
what
like
it
it
is.
wasn't a affair.
His wife passed away after giving birth to his son, right?
It would still be a big scandal. He impregnated a girl who just graduated high school. Don't you see how that looks? He knew how the public would take it. That's why he gave you the money to deal with it. There's no way he'll accept that child.
It's okay. I told him that I won't cause any trouble. But could you take care of the baby? Just for a little bit. I'll be right back.
Oof.
Fine. But take this with you, just in case. It's a GPS transmitter, just to be extra safe.
What year was this taking place in? A GPS transmitter in the late 90s? Or is this meant to be a little bit more in the future? Is that like early mid-aughts?
I really don't
I
think
guess,
I'll need
sure.
it. But okay, if it'll make you feel better.
This certainly is the worst. Yeah. Oh, it sucks here. Hey Vivian, what do you think about seeing the finale, not the finale, but like the big reveal of this game without any context?
This
is the big reveal? I thought the big reveal was that guy was murdered. Alright, cool. Thank you, Vivian.
She said he was kind and loyal.
Game takes place in the future. It's one of those weird settings where it's like ambiguously future present, where like it's meant to feel like present day with extra technology. You know what I mean? Present day, present time, as a wise person once said.
But I didn't understand any of it. We tried to convince her to break up with him so many times.
Supposedly in the 90s, actually in the future, and they're all dressed like they're from the 70s. Right? That's the thing that doesn't make it easier, is that they're dressed like they're from the 70s. Wait, this game supposedly takes place in the 90s? No, not if she's talking about Minecraft streaming.
What happened next?
Oh, supposedly the flashback is in the 90s. Okay, yeah, okay. I get you now. I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
Saw it happen. So I don't know how much of this is accurate, but we could guess what happened.
The not too distant future, next Sunday AD. Yeah, that sounds about right. 20XX. That's what they say. So it wasn't So that stabbed her, but his accomplice? Who told you this?
Renju told me.
But you said he wasn't there.
He heard some of this from the Kumakuras. Renju had connections with them.
Oof.
How did the Kumakuras know?
So told them.
I see. What did So say to Monica?
He told her to move overseas. He said he'd pay for everything.
What happened after Monica's murder?
So contacted his friend, the chairman of the Kumakuras. He asked him to dispose of the body and left the scene with the culprit.
The incident was 18 years ago.
Oof.
That means the chairman was Rohan, not Moma.
Yep.
Rohan went to the scene of the crime?
Yes, with some of his men. Date, you said that Monica was killed by So, right? But that's not true. Monica was killed by Saito Sejima,
Who the fuck is that?
the son of So and his
Oh.
late wife.
You know what? They did mention
Saito was 12 at the time.
that So's son in passing, so I can believe that.
12?
Yes.
But
He
why
was
would a little
12
boy
at the
do
time.
that?
Wait, so he first killed when he... Wait! Wait! Wait. That's the backstory they gave for 89. Isn't
I
it?
don't know. I can't.
And that's why
imagine.
he has no name? Because if they let his actual name get out, then it would be all too clear. Oh! Oh! How old is Date? He's like mid-30s, right? I think it came up at one point. He's mid-30s.
Neither Renju or I saw this. We were just waiting at my house for Monica to return. But she never came back. We tried to call her cell, but it didn't connect. But then, we saw movement on the GPS.
The late 90s GPS.
The GPS Renju
I know
gave to
GPS
Monica?
was around back then, but I don't think it was... Okay. Sure.
Yes.
I'll just take it. Fine.
At first, we thought she was on her way home. But we saw the GPS getting further and further away from the city. Renju and I got nervous, and we decided to follow it.
What about the baby?
We couldn't take the baby with us, so Renju gave the baby to the mob doctor he trusted.
Saito's resume. Killed my old ass dad's 19-year-old mistress when I was 12. Heart. Smile. Oof.
Those are Kumakura men.
We didn't dare move. We couldn't speak. We were barely breathing. We could only watch as it all
This is rough.
unfolded. I
Has
knew
the
we
bombshell
thought
from the
we
confrontation with So and Mizuki's route paid off yet? Yeah. Yeah, it has.
couldn't do anything.
Because we're his son. Wasn't I saying that way back in the beginning that we were somehow the original killer?
I remember my heart beating so fast.
Wasn't I saying that like way... I was. And now that we know we're apparently his fucking son for some reason, that mean... Oh, fuck off. So it is something where like they know we're a criminal, but they're keeping us close for some reason because we don't remember shit.
Yeah.
And we don't remember shit
Cover
probably
her.
because we were one of the first people to use the sync machine on, right?
Just a minute.
Like in the game? Me too. Oh, I hate it here.
Beautiful.
Damn it, Rohan.
The Kumakura people covered Monica's body, then left. Renju and I ran over and dug up the grave with a tree branch. What we saw.
Hey, so Dante, buddy, you stabbed a lady. I hate it here. Rohan has good taste, I guess. I don't. So I'm still unclear then if that means we did all of the original serial killings or just that one. If there, like, it feels like less like. Oh, we can move around during this bit.
We need to call the
Why would we
police.
need to?
No, we can't. Not yet.
Why not?
You don't know who those guys are. They would do anything to keep this hidden. I've seen it happen myself.
Right, and we
I
know
what they're
Renju. Yep,
capable
okay.
of. Anyway, think about it. Why would they do this? They thought Monica and her baby were going to be trouble. Monica's stomach was still pretty big. I don't think they know that she gave birth already. What do you think they'd do if they found out? They would take her and kill her too. And then...
Oh, that's the... This is good.
Like we disappeared.
No, it's tragic, and I'm having a rough time of it. But this is good. Damn.
Renju convinced
Why did I
me.
sleep on this game?
He knew more about the dirty underbelly of society than anyone. He knew when something couldn't be handled by the police. He said that they would do anything to kill the child. And I believed him. We had to protect...
Disappointed this
Monica's
one right
baby.
now. Missed a lot of the stuff with the original Sync machine, though. Yeah, I think...
No matter what.
Because it definitely doesn't seem like this was the same work. It seems like Rohan might have been involved in the original series. It doesn't seem like Monica was meant to be killed by the same people that did the original Cyclops serial killings. It was just made to look like after the fact. I love this game. Hi, Reina. Welcome to the stream. We're having a great day.
Okay. I understand.
With Hitomi and her beret.
I decided to trust him.
I love it here. Oh, man. I knew there was a reason I had to stream today. I just, like, I got up and I'm like, do I really want to stream today on my day? Yes, I do. I need to see more of this fucking game. I need to see how this ends.
Body in the forest.
OG Cyclops was 6 years ago. Oh, that's where the timeline isn't working in my head. Thank you, Henri. Okay, so then it's... That would then lead to Rohan's... Oh, okay. Maybe.
We cleaned her up and took her to the cold storage warehouse.
Best game in everything except gameplay. Gameplay is a little crusty, as we were talking about earlier, yes. But, holy fuck, the writing is... I'm here for it. Anyway, we totally stabbed her, so that's fun.
This warehouse is owned by Okiura Fishery. My father runs it, but it's not in use right now. They're moving operations to a better area. They're actually looking for buyers right now. But don't worry. I'll take over the warehouse.
Are you sure?
Yes. Don't worry. I'll keep everyone out. Everyone but you, of course. I'll give you a key. You can come visit any time you want to see Monica.
Oof. Right. And conveniently, we currently don't remember that oh, I hate it here.
Monica, don't worry about the baby. I'll protect her, no matter what. And don't worry about them, either.
Being a congressman's amnesiac murderer son would be reason enough for Abyss to keep you close. Right? And that explains why they can't just put us behind bars. And why... Oh. It also explains why he's so, like, more than anything, is always just pissed off whenever we're around. Because he remembers, and he knows what we are to him. So it's just like...
The people who did this to you, I will never forget.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, Monica. Sorry. I'm
Well,
sorry.
there goes any hope of there
Monica.
being a happy ending where Date and Aiba and Mizuki get to be a happy family together. Well, I'll be depressed over here, I guess. Anyway, I don't know about you, but I still think it's probably Nice at Laws. Oh, wait, we're Hitomi now. Renju, 19 years old. Good thing we have the exact same layout of our house as we did all those years ago. Right? Could you imagine if anything had, literally anything had changed in the interceding 19 years? That would be so unreasonable.
The mob doctor took care of everything. I have the birth certificate, and I even picked up a mother and baby book. It wasn't cheap, but you don't have to worry about it. Just submit the birth
what sucks
certificate
more is
and
that
everything will be taken care of.
she doesn't know she's standing next to Monica's killer. Yeah! And in this route, we don't even know that we're Monica's killer. Oh, man. That's the worst part of it is we don't... like, we, the player, obviously have the information from the other routes.
You look worried.
I feel like I'm somehow
betraying Monica. She was the one who gave birth.
Soon, you won't even be able to think about that, because a war is about to begin.
A war?
Between you and the baby. You won't get a good night's sleep for a long time. You might even start to resent Monica for all this.
Really?
Anyway, as soon as you submit the certificate, you will officially be her mother. Be sure to raise her responsibly. I'll help. Occasionally.
Okay. It also makes it a little bit easier to understand Renju because he's trying to raise two children and doing a shit job at either of them.
Occasionally, huh? I was thinking about her name. How about Iris?
Iris?
The goddess of rainbows in Greek mythology, and the colored part of your eye.
And the flower, too.
Right.
I thought it might have something to do with your name, Hitomi.
Not only that, it's also for Monica's name. The kanji for Monica uses the character for love, and Monica reminds me of Manako, Japanese for eye.
Huh.
So
there was a pun there that we wouldn't have that we only would have been able to get in the original. Okay. 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 So we might have been able to put that together, the joke about Monica being okay.
And I, which means love.
Renji, you have a very interesting framework for how parenting works, and
Iris.
everything makes sense now. Right?
So that's how you came up with the name?
Don't you think it's nice?
Iris. Iris. Yeah, I really like it.
It's specifically built to drench everything in the optimal amount of dramatic irony. Right? I was talking about that, like how all of the endings give you important information that recontextualizes what you knew, but not enough on each ending to make the whole picture clear. Just enough to give you like more questions and make things more confusing.
I don't really want to discuss this, but there's something you need to know. After talking to the Kumakura gang...
Fucked up because Renju is trying to take control of the situation due to his past trauma with the mob, but he's taking very little responsibility in the long run. Right? He's clearly like trying, and it's not like he's not like doing the important part of like, okay, making sure that to cover up. Like, I guess he's putting in that stuff, but like he's very much kind of brushing under the rug the whole, oh, I have to be a dad now thing.
I found out who killed Monica.
So that means Iris and Mizuki are like, I guess they're not really sisters, but like they're kind of sort of sisters. There's a lot of messy family stuff going on here. I'm going to call them sisters.
So's son, Saito Sejima.
How? Saito.
I'm good. Wait. Wait. I just remembered putting a couple of other things together. We can't remember anything from more than 6 years ago, right? We are So's son, ostensibly. At least in his body. What if we are someone else's consciousness? Or some kind of, like, weird body-swapping fuck-up. So we, the consciousness inhabiting this body, are not the person that killed Monica, but either some weird body swap or a body swap fuck-up byproduct, something like that.
12 years old.
Why? Why would a little boy do that?
Whose consciousness would you be? That's a great question, because it just occurred to me that might be why we're not having any memories. But then I can't really place who we would be.
I don't know the motive, but I know it's true.
System framework of the mind is separated from the memories. Yeah, but the way he described it at the end made it seem like we were just swapping people wholesale. So presumably something.
So used his connections with the Kumakuras to cover up
Who would
for
we
his
be?
son. And all of the evidence of this scandal, of course.
I'll never forgive them. So, his son.
Would you have to be anyone's? Like you just started from when the fuck up happened, right? It could just be that. I'm just trying to figure out like the provenance of like how we came to be. I think it's a safe bet that we came about as a result of something to do with the prototype sync machine, right? That 6 years ago is just too on the nose. And clearly, Iris at least thinks we are that we are the person who killed her mother. So at least the body we are in is that of Saito Sejima. So says we are his son. So at least the body we are in is Saito Sejima. But puzzling out what exactly caused us to be thinking the way we are is going to be...
I feel the same way. But you can't think about revenge now. You and the baby can't lead a life like that. Just bear with it for now. The opportunity will come, so wait until the right moment. Okay?
And so my life with Iris began. Raising a child was much harder than I expected.
Yep.
Waking up in the middle of the night to change diapers or feed her, Iris wasn't a good sleeper. I had to sing her lullabies to put her to sleep.
And of course she has a brain tumor
and
too.
I always needed to put her to bed so carefully.
Fun
It would only take
times!
10 seconds before she'd start crying again. So I had to pick her up, sing her another lullaby, then put her back to bed. After doing this over and over, before I knew it, the morning sun would creep in through the windows. But even with all that, I cherished every single day. My hatred for those responsible never went away. But my hands were full, raising Iris. I devoted myself to her. I never thought about anything else. Eventually, my desire for revenge just faded away.
Until now.
I don't know if anyone caught that, Vivian, but I believe it.
Woof! Woof! Mama! Omelet!
Are you having soup today?
Sleepy!
Eskay doesn't get soup today. Can't stay angry forever. Right? It's just, you can't hold on to that for that long. It just won't stay.
Is Mommy proud of me?
What did Vivian say?
Mommy, I want
Here,
to
repeat
see
it for the...
Milky Moon again.
I couldn't hold on to this desire for revenge forever. Until now, stab.
Thank you, Vivian.
Mommy, you're so good at dancing. Mommy, pancakes are done. Sorry, I burned it a little. Mommy, why can't I dance at the stores? I can't help it.
Oh,
My
Iris,
body
that's the wrong
dances on
sounds.
its
It's
own.
meow, meow. My body dances on its own.
Mommy, don't more people come to barbecues? How come it's always you and me? Hey, Mommy. How long will it take my bone to get better? I want to dance again with everybody. Hey,
Oh, I hate it
do you
here.
like my shirt? Look, we're matching.
I hate it here so much.
Mommy, thank you for everything. I love you more than anything in the whole wide world. Mommy, look.
Hi, Tiny Iris.
I drew it.
Tiny Iris, what's she gonna do?
The Okonomiyaki War, huh?
That was so fun. We should do it again.
The food or the food fight?
Both.
I'm gonna have to say no to the latter, sweetie. It took forever to clean.
I imagine
But
so.
Uncle said he wants to do it again too.
Uncle, who is like,
Hey, Mommy.
Uncle, who looks a little bit too much like Adachi from Persona 4.
Yes?
Are you gonna marry him?
What are you talking about?
As long as it's Uncle, I'm all for it. I say go for it.
Now, here's the other thing: is that Falco doesn't remember who he is, right? No name, no memory. So, and he's not given any name in, other than told that he was a killer from when he was young. Is that it? Did we, like, body swap? Did we get body swapped with 89? Something fucked up. We don't have memories, and small Iris is precious. There's still good in the world. Yeah, there is. Is that what it is?
I would always question myself. Could I keep living a lie? I had promised Monica that I would avenge her. But I couldn't work up the courage.
Because one of us would have had... Because only one of the people using the sync machine has to have their eye removed, right? Uncle is definitely 89. That much has been confirmed. But, like, I'm wondering if like, 89 and Date are the ones that did the
maybe
fucked up
Venture
body
was
swap thing that caused
exaggerating.
our amnesia and us to not actually be
There's no
ourselves.
statute of limitations for murder in Japan. If we showed Monika's body to the police, so would be punished by the law, and the Tsujima's and Kumakura's crimes would be uncovered. But that would mean Iris's secret would be uncovered as well. That's what I was really worried about. I didn't want Iris to know that So was her father, and even more than that, I didn't want her to know that I'm not her real mother. That's the real reason I've been
That
silent for 18
is
years.
really difficult, and I can understand it.
I didn't want to lose Iris, but
Ugh, that is really I can understand that. Why someone with that information would make those decisions.
fate can be cruel. God used other means to take Iris from me. In January, Iris suddenly collapsed. It was caused by a malignant tumor in her brain. There's nothing we can do. She only has a year to live at most.
Yeah.
That's what the doctor said.
So,
If you remember me
no matter what happens, she's not showing up in the sequel.
But what I didn't
Other than that one bit where she was clearly in the sequel for a little bit. I don't know how.
is that there was an experimental new treatment. It was
Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses.
What if she's in the sequel but dead and they just wheel her out now and then? I mean, clearly they could preserve bodies for 18 years. Just like, here's Iris's dead body for the sequel. We're putting her back now. Goodbye, everyone.
They can even cure cancer. And they go,
Oh, here it
beep,
is.
beep, beep. That's what Mom said.
Nanomachines, son. Nanomachines, son. Saving this one. There it is.
nanomachines could remove the tumor, but the procedure would be so expensive. With my salary, it wasn't something I could afford. I thought hard about it, about how I could get my hands on that kind of money.
I
but
see.
couldn't think of a
This is
solution
not set in
fast.
America, honey. But even nanomachines aren't covered under insurance, apparently.
Before I knew it, it was November. Iris's symptoms worsened.
Iris. Nanomachines, Mom.
Her time was running out. I was starting to panic. I couldn't sit here and waste time while Iris... In any case, I had to get the money before it was too late.
She wakes up and is fine, but is a huge University of Texas fan for some reason.
So I thought of a plan.
Is that a Rising reference? Because I actually don't know
Plan
much
to
about what
blackmail
happens in Metal Gear
Tsujima.
Rising. That explains it. So they need the money out of Tsujima, which is why blackmailing... Okay. Suddenly a lot of this is making more sense.
Two days ago, on Saturday night, I called So and invited him to come to the warehouse.
Armstrong went to U, Texas? Okay.
He agreed to come.
Played college ball, you know.
After I hinted at what happened 18
Not like
years
one
ago.
of those... I see. Iris follows in her father's footsteps and becomes an American senator.
I had prepared everything, hiding behind the forklift until So came. When he finally arrived,
Could have gone pro, you know. I have a feeling you're quoting more from the game now.
he walked over to the workbench.
Oh, I've got mail. From Japan? Oh, holy shit. I think I know what this is. I think this might be the Butch Lesbian manga anthology that I backed on Kickstarter. Fuck yeah. Can't wait to look at that later.
Where I had laid Monica's body. He lifted the cloth and looked down. He whimpered and stumbled back. Even he was fazed, seeing a body he thought he got rid of 18 years ago. Not to mention it was the body of a woman he was in a relationship with. A woman his own son
Oof.
killed. He
Yep.
reacted exactly as I expected he
Unboxing
would.
stream? Hey, I told you there will be an unboxing stream in the near future, but just not for that.
I had prepared a
I
recording.
posted about it on Discord, and I think I will wind up doing that because it's something I want to try at least. I'll try it once. It's not something I'm going to make part of like what we usually do on the channel, but I like these times where I like try a new stream format just for a little bit and see how it feels. I'm not doing any more reaction streams ever in the future. I just have no desire to do so, but like doing it once or twice was fun. So doing an unboxing stream will be happening. But not for that. Because it's just a single book and...
I know what happened 18 years ago. Everything. I know who did it, and I know she had a baby inside her. You can probably guess what I'm going to say next. Be prepared to pay for my silence. I will tell you the exact amount later. And don't tell anyone about this. Not Saito. Not the Kumakuras. If you do anything even remotely suspect, I will go to the press with the truth.
Can you link to that anthology later? I'd like to look at that. Yeah, I don't know if there's a digital version of it or not yet. There was one that was sent out to Kickstarter backers. I don't know if there's one online, but yeah, I'll post about it on the Discord later.
I told him to keep quiet and cut ties with the Kumakuras.
I know what you did last summer, 18 years ago.
Even if he found out who I was, without the Kumakura gang, he had no power over me. And there's no way he'd risk his political career not to go after me. I saw So put his phone back into his pocket and run out of the warehouse. I came out of my hiding place to put Monika's body back, but then something unexpected happened.
Yep, and then someone else runs in.
I saw you, Date. I hid behind the forklift before.
So I guess none of them knew what we looked like.
And when you were done looking around,
It can't be.
I guess her haircut is different. That should have been the tip-off, right?
Iris.
Her haircut is different. I was losing consciousness. My head felt fuzzy. I couldn't gather my thoughts. I didn't know what to say. Instead, Aiba did the talking.
Iris is not Hitomi's daughter. But Iris's father is Sosajima. Her mother, Monica Iwai, was killed 18 years ago by So's son, Saito. However, Hitomi raised Iris since she was a baby. Hitomi showed unwavering love and compassion for her. Just as much as her biological mother would have, if not more. Iris's tumor was discovered in January of this year. The only possible treatment was experimental nanotechnology. However, that treatment is restrictively expensive. Hitomi devised a plan to blackmail Sosajima for the money. The best way to establish the blackmail was to show him proof directly. That is why Hitomi created the scene.
So then I guess the question is who's body hopping around, right? And I guess the answer to that question would have to be Saito. Who would have been originally number 89, right? Or I think that's what's going to be happening here, is that somehow 89 and Date did a fucked up swapping of places. 89 is what Date's original body is, and we are in Saito's. So then Saito is now in prison. Saito breaks out and resumes these killings, and is the one doing the body hopping.
She was the one who called So to the warehouse. On Sunday night, what Date saw was what Hitomi had prepared for So. That is the summary of what we have learned so far.
Yep.
But there are some things I have yet to understand. Date, pull yourself together. Ask her questions.
Oof.
Date, snap out of it.
I heard Iba call for me and came to. You know what sucks? Iris' next video, she finds out about this. My mother's attempt to blackmail a politician gone wrong. What the fuck, Mom? The thing that sucks most about this is I really loved the ending with Mizuki, where we just got to be like family ending. Saito and Uncle do a fucked up sync swap and end up as Date in 89. See, that's what I'm thinking happened. I think that's what must have happened. Although, by the time Iris knew Uncle would have been... No, is that how... I don't know when Uncle left. But yeah, I think Saito and Uncle doing a fucked up body swap that didn't go as planned is what leads us here. Boss and Pewter are gone. Okay, that's good.
I probably don't have to ask, but let me just be sure. After I left the warehouse, what did you do?
I put Monica's body back onto the hood of the forklift. Then I left.
Makes sense.
That's why the police didn't see the body when they arrived on the scene.
And why would they look in a forklift? Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
It makes perfect sense now that I have the facts. Iris did not resurrect. You simply mistook Monica for Iris. The body did not disappear. Hitomi moved it. Those were the events at the warehouse Sunday night. Simple.
Did you tell Renju about blackmailing So?
No, I did not. All of this was my idea.
Why did Rohan remove Monica's eye?
I'm sorry. I have no idea.
So then that's what the last route's going to be, right? The last thing is like, why is this somehow really... Because that's the one thread we don't have yet. Is that we don't know how this relates to the original Cyclops killings.
Sense, but I believe I understand what occurred 18 years ago. However, none of this ties directly back to Shoko Nadami. Her murder was just 4 days ago. Is it connected? Or are these two separate cases?
Yeah, that's the thing, is that...
Connection. It would be with Renju and So.
Hey, want a backstory? Well, strap in. We'll be here for a while, right?
We can think about it later. More importantly...
Oof. I headed for the exit.
Wait. Where are you going?
To look for Iris, of course.
But you have no idea where she is, right?
Do you know something?
Yes.
What does she know? We'll have to find out next time, because there's food now and I want to eat breakfast. Also, it's 3:30. I didn't expect the stream to go as late as it did. We're almost... But we're going to cut the stream here for today, and we'll come back tomorrow, and we'll find out what the end of this route is, and then probably also finish out the other route. Thank you all for coming. I hope you had a good time. I'm really fucking enjoying this game. Holy shit. I am having so much fun. I am so glad that I finally got the chance to sit down and play this, and it is not disappointing. Come by tomorrow. We'll probably finish the game then. If you haven't, we did upload a new episode of our playthrough of Open Sorcery C++ today. Check that out, because that game has been phenomenal and surpassing all expectations I had for it. It's fucking wild how much that game does for a Twine game. That's it. That's all I got for you today. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube algorithm pleasing things, and I'll see you later.